Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Like I said, we will be watching the rest of this episode that I started watching while I was eating dinner. And then I got so invested in this goddamn episode that I was like, I can't stop anymore. So if this is if you want to watch this, I recommend well, I'm watching like the end bit. There's no spoilers or anything. However, I guess like a TLDR is just basically like this dude's life story. I've never watched this guy before. I've never heard of him before. Somehow I'm subscribed to this channel. I don't know how that happened. But yeah. First of all, I was like, wait, why does he look Asian? He looks mixed. That was one of the first things I thought of when I saw the thumbnail. Second of all, yeah, I still don't know how the hell I was subscribed to this guy. I don't remember watching any of his videos. However, this video has me so fucking invested in his channel that doesn't even bother me anymore. Because his life is so fascinating. So if you haven't watched this episode, I highly recommend you watch it. It's a great watch. But yeah. So I will be watching the rest of this video. Before I decide, I might play some Minecraft. I might just open up Minecraft and just take it easy, take it chill for today's stream on Friday. I hope everyone's having a good evening. And yeah. Yeah, there's really not much context. The context is that this guy's lived a very crazy, extreme chemist's life. He's humble, though. And so the way he tells it is a very interesting manner. You gotta watch the episode yourself. You really got to. And then you'll see why I'm so invested in it. Yep. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music here. And then yeah. And then I'll play Minecraft after.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like
answer.
I think like
You've passed. You're allowed back in the country.
I think like the surface level I have kind of just like you see that crazy acid and you're like, well, that'd be crazy. Like if maybe that like if you vaporize a person with that, like maybe there would be no evidence left behind.
Yeah.
But I'd never really like there's no thought after
wait.
like a fleeting.
Oh, the context is that Connor was asking. So hypothetically, how would you dissolve a body if you had one? And he's basically saying you can't, because the best way to do it is to leave as least amount of evidence as possible. So he's saying like if you try to use some sort of chemist's way or be like, oh, let's get some chemicals and get some acid like in the movies to try and dissolve it, that's only a movie thing and not a realistic thing, because the realistic thing is that you would leave evidence and then that's harder to clean up. That's where we're picking up from.
4 seconds.
Yeah. Well, it's like, because it sounds like to do the stuff you do, you have to like search up some pretty dodgy shit. What's like the weirdest thing you've had to search up on Google that's to do what you
There's
do?
a lot of people's search history. I want to look through it. Yours is definitely on the top of the list.
I don't know. I just got you. Like I said, I just search anything. I don't really think too much of it.
And you've never ever been contacted by like a government agency about anything.
Well, once.
Oh.
It was really mundane.
Okay. Well, I'd love to hear anyway.
So what's weird about Canada too is like I find they just don't really they're not super strict on a lot of stuff. In the US, I probably would not be able to have the same YouTube
Also,
channel.
I'm learning a lot
really?
about
They just
Canada.
raise you for meth like every week.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like
Wow.
I was on a forum for a while before I started, or before I really got like did YouTube a lot. There's a science forum or chemistry. It's called Science Madness.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people would just talk about how they just would knock on your door.
This is right.
And they would just swab everything to see if you're making meth. And
Jeez.
but I've never been contacted like for kind of
Yeah.
anything I do.
I did always find it interesting how like
We're
YouTube
just
has this kind
either
of
we're
weird
too
ecosystem
chill
where
or
stuff that would
we don't think it
channels
makes
that
a
would
big deal.
only
I don't know.
exist in a certain country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And not in others,
Like-
right?
Yeah.
Like how there's a bunch of gun content on from America. And it's like
Yeah.
no other country could ever make this type of content.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think
And-
Canada is actually one of the few places in the world that you could have like a proper. And there's the Explosions and Fire,
Yeah.
the Australian guy.
Oh, yeah.
I just-
Why are you looking at me like
so-
a hell am I?
so-
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
you know that guy.
No, even as I was describing, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure he likes being described as the Australian guy.
Australian.
So
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
they contact you about? The government?
It was just, it's because it's actually meth related, but it was not meth related in the sense that they thought I was making meth.
Yeah.
I just bought a really big funnel, and like, so
What?
in chemistry,
great, that's
In
great.
chemistry, there's like
A car is
levels
completely
of, I
losing
guess,
it.
like glassware, and
Okay.
just scale.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
when you do research, people call it like it's not really a term that people use, I guess, but this one, I don't really know if there's a proper term, but you'd be like quantities that you do research with.
Okay.
So usually sub a gram.
Right.
So like maybe up to 5 grams. No. Usually it's like a gram and below.
Okay.
A lot of research chemistry is like milligrams.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so if you're buying anything more than a gram,
Because if
it's
you're doing a lot,
suspicious.
it's just it's just expensive.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Like,
okay.
and a lot of the chemicals are expensive. You're just
You're wasting money.
you're just wasting money and
Yeah.
resources, and you get the same answer anyway.
Right.
But the moment you think you have a good reaction, a lot of times you have to scale it up. So you do like preparation. So it's like preparative chem, which is a different thing because like I'm working in beakers on like, let's say like 500 mils,
Yeah.
250. They're pretty small.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are like, my chemical, I have to use very dilute conditions. I don't make too much. To make, let's say 10 grams, I need to work with like 3 liters.
Yeah.
So you're no longer in the 1 liter beaker. You're kind of with like
Giant.
big
Yeah.
things. So that's fine with beakers because they're kind of just cups.
Yeah.
But you start getting the big funnels, which are very abnormal for like research chem.
Right. Oh.
So it's like most people who do that they're preparing chemicals. They're not researching. They're like synthesizing chemicals on a larger scale.
For people to research with.
No.
Oh.
Like, a lot of people in research are trying to just like, as far as I know, like,
I'm not gonna
prove-
lie. I don't know if Connor was the best choice to pick for an interviewer position with this guy. I'm just
prove that their reaction could be scaled up.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
some people do it on the preparative scale, like the chemical's like really expensive, but the 2 things that make that chemical are cheap.
That
So
makes
they'll
sense.
buy a lot
Right,
of that,
and
and,
then
they'll
figure
make
out a way.
some of them will stockpile like a kilo of what they need, and that lasts them like their entire research project.
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
But they don't do it often, and like often in like some of the labs, like the lab I worked in, you'd have like one of those funnels, or maybe 2.
And this
and
funnel
some-
is abnormal and sketchy.
It's just the fact you're only using it to make large amounts of chemicals, and usually, yeah, that's it. Like, you're just
Right.
making a larger scale.
And that usually
Okay,
equates
so
to-
you buy it, right?
And it's
online.
like, yeah, and it's like a little bit specialized because it's like a full glass like vacuum funnel.
Okay.
And the thing is that it's kind of like
And it's used for meth.
well, in meth, there's kind of a thing. I think it's a 22-liter round bottom flask.
Jesus.
It's in Breaking Bad.
I've heard this. I swear I've heard. I swear I've heard the. What do you mean? I gotta get the 22-liter round bottom
Yeah.
flask.
Yeah, so it's like it's literally a thing that in the U.S. in certain places you're just not allowed buying it.
Right.
Or if you buy it, it's like very suspicious.
since Breaking Bad or since before Breaking Bad?
Just what are you doing with it? Like
you have to make so much of it, right?
because it's just such a big. You're preparing so much of a chemical
Yeah.
Yeah.
that like unless you work for like a large scale industrial synthesis company, why do you own this?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So the moment you get past a certain size and you're like a private citizen,
It becomes more
what
sus.
in God's name could they be doing?
But uranium, fine, right? Just it's the
Uranium,
funnel.
okay.
The bigger the
It's-
funnel, the more
honestly, they
sus
probably-
you are.
I don't remember where, like I said, I don't remember exactly where the uranium came from.
Yeah.
But probably if it's like fully labeled and was shipped over the border.
Right.
I did order from the U.S. uranium and it was fully labeled. And
Of course, he
actually
got
they
it from the
didn't
fucking
say
U.S.
anything.
Oh my
So,
god.
okay, so you order the funnel online,
Yeah.
right? Or was it a call or what? What is it?
It was a funnel, like it was like
And you on like a website?
eBay.
Okay,
You buy
so
a lot of glassware from China.
okay, so you get it on eBay, right?
Yeah.
And is it before it arrives?
Oh,
right
apparently
after-
the website that you go to is eBay. Apparently, during the heyday of eBay, that's where you go to get the chemicals, and that was not something I needed to learn about. Oh my god.
arrives. When do they call you? Or
I
like,
had it, I think, for like, I want to say like a week.
when they call you up?
Yeah, I got a call from a guy, and the RCMP is the federal police in Canada.
Okay.
And
Chaos.
the guy's just like, yeah, you know, I got a notice from like the customs that you bought a funnel. Or no, he said you bought something, and I need to follow up on it.
I promise I'm not making meth.
I
officer.
would be shitting my pants.
But I could
as
tell
well,
that he
man.
was in a cruiser, like in a car. Like, he was calling
So he
while
didn't give a shit.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he said, he goes, yeah, I get follow-ups. I have to like just follow up on these things. I need to know what you're using it for. And at first he sounded very suspicious because it's like, he's like, you bought it online. I'm like, yeah. And you could, you know, you get the, like from law enforcement, you get that
Oh, yeah.
feeling
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
yeah,
going to catch you on something.
Yeah, they're trying to like pin you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's suspicious. And then I went, oh, well, like, you know, I run a YouTube channel. And he's like, YouTube. This is like I want to say 2017.
Yeah.
And he's like, YouTube, what do you do on that channel? And I was like, oh, I do chemistry. And if you, he's like, is this something I can look up? And I'm like, yeah, everything I do is like publicly
Oh
available.
my
He goes,
god.
oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, and he immediately sounded like he wanted to be off the phone.
You
Right,
you goes to your channel, you just see like
No,
the notepad open up. Today I'm going to teach you how to make meth.
No, he immediately sounded like he just didn't want to be in the conversation anymore,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
like wrapping up. And I even said, "Oh, do you think it's a good like? Do you want my channel name?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea." Like just the moment that I even gave like a reason that was half reasonable,
Yeah.
So, yeah,
he
yeah.
was like, "Okay, cool." Because I think most people could literally not explain why they have it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Where
sure
it's
people who order it are probably professional.
Okay, so
Exactly.
here's your
Yeah, it's
lesson:
pretty-
is
it's
if
pretty
you're
very
about
easy
to
to
buy
know,
a really
"Yeah, I'm
big
just doing
funnel
this."
and you get
Yeah.
called by
I
the
said, I think he's like,
the
I said, during
officials,
my videos,
just
he
say
goes,
that you
"If I
have a
looked at-"
YouTube
and he's like,
channel.
if someone went and watched your videos, could they see this funnel? I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be in one of the videos.
You have my
That
word,
he
officer.
he just suddenly was like, okay, this sounds too reasonable.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I
What
wasn't
the
doing any of
fuck?
it,
Yeah.
like if I didn't, I feel like having a YouTube channel where everything's so public is what has made my
Made it a
life
lot
easier.
easier.
Because
to
you're
do
like
what
you're
you do.
self-reporting. You're like, hey guys,
Yeah.
this is what I'm using. This is how much uranium I have.
All the evidence is there.
It's literally all the evidence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what-
people just see exactly.
Yeah.
And some people go, but you could be making meth behind the scenes, and it's like, to me, that's
It's
like
like,
the
fuck, how did they know?
No, it's the weirdest like conspiracy thing where.
Why
I don't
is
know
that
if
the
you
one
follow
thing
this, but
they
I've seen
think that
some
he's
conspiracy
doing?
Stuff where it's like so dumb, and everyone's like, well, they're just hiding in plain sight, and I'm like, why would I build an entire YouTube channel?
Just so you
for
can
me to
make
make
meth?
Meth? It's like, I could just make meth and not publicly tell everyone I'm a chemist. Like it doesn't. Yeah, but now
Perfect cover. That's
Yeah,
why,
you're-
Nigel.
exactly what a meth dealer.
feel like you're hiding in plain sight. I'm like, but I could
Okay,
just.
to be fair though, you're pretty fucking smart.
But the amount of work to make the videos,
Yeah.
to edit,
I was gonna say
it
like
would
the amount.
severely impact my meth business.
Yeah. You want to see the new Breaking Bad arc where Walter White just like starts a
To
YouTube
become a
channel?
yes, I would
Irony
watch that.
be
Oh my
that
god.
that was the cover,
Yeah.
but then the YouTube channel started making more than the
Yeah.
meth business.
I'd like to think
So
that.
you just
Yeah.
phased out the meth.
I mean, there is a world where I could
That is
compete.
such a good
Yeah, it's like, the
episode.
irony is that like your YouTube's more lucrative
Yeah.
than meth.
Yeah, you're right. Walter White is small brain for fucking buying a car wash.
Yes.
Well, what use
Yeah.
is a car wash to your
Could
cover
have
up?
made a YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Funnel the money. Yeah, officer, I needed to spend $10 million on 10 liters of bromine. I mean, what can I say?
Yes.
Just buy really expensive chemicals that you don't have to be using. It's a perfect cover up.
I do buy a bunch of expensive chemicals that I don't
Get that
use.
tax bill down. I
Oh
want
my
to know about.
god.
This is completely unrelated to anything. This a great channel called Nile Green. What do you think about this channel?
Wait, what is it?
I thought that the era of Nile Green is over.
Oh.
Is it really?
We don't talk about it anymore.
Is it really?
No.
Wait, what's
well,
Nile
kind
Green?
of.
What is Nile Green?
You not seen Nile Green?
No, I haven't. No.
I mean, I know of Nile Red.
Yeah.
So I assume it's something to do.
So
with that,
there
right?
was a guy, another Australian man.
Okay.
These guys are very,
Joey knows him,
you know,
Yeah, he's probably my mate. Yeah.
yeah. He, at the time, I didn't. I think I knew. I knew he was Australian because if you go to the about page, it said Australia. But he would put my voice into like an AI bot.
You literally had like a perfect voice
What?
channel.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would basically like learn your kind of cadence and how
Yeah,
you sound,
yeah.
and then you could type out what you want the person to say. And
It's
it's
very
like
funny.
it's kind of like
That's so
I would say
incriminating.
it's similar to like not a bad deep fake, but I'd say like an okay deep fake in terms of like changing
Voice,
people's
yeah, yeah.
faces.
Right.
Where it's like
Oh.
it's close enough that if you're not paying attention, you might be tricked. But if you like actually pay attention,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, that's
Clearly a
you can
deep
see
fake.
like
does
you can
take
see,
a
like,
second.
artifacting.
Right.
So when I first heard it, like this guy would make these videos,
Right.
and I heard it, and like for the first like 30 seconds, I'm like, I never said this.
Oh my god,
Then you
he
hear
almost
and go, okay, this is
believed
clear-
it.
Like it's a robot
It's,
voice.
it's like a parody channel, right? That he
Yeah, but
raised-
they would do
Right.
like these parodies,
Yeah.
which were actually good. Like I would say that they-
very, very good.
Right.
like it's not like those low level parodies where they're like, oh, he does chemistry. Again, like I know Breaking Bad. Let's combine the two. I'll just do like some like chemistry meme stuff.
Yeah.
He would like reference things that were like very obscure.
Uh-huh.
And I watched it and I'm like, this guy has to have a chem background.
Oh.
Like he has to know chemistry.
Yeah.
Because he would be even making like references to like chemical processes. And I'm just like, again, they're not like super in depth, but I'm like, this guy knows chemistry.
Like he did it.
Like he
And
knows
he
the
knows the
existence of the
channel.
process.
Yeah.
Like he knows the channel and he didn't just learn it from watching the channel. Like he knows.
You got to
stuff.
watch this. It's stuff's
Now,
crazy.
now you're describing it.
So
I
it's like,
really
and
want
even the
to.
filming, like he would do things where like, this guy knows how to edit.
like it's an insane amount of work just for a
Yes.
parody.
Like he would do things where I'm like, I don't even know how he edited that.
was that like flattering or was it like what the fuck is happening?
I loved it. When I first watched it, I was like, I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
The problem was that like after he had made like 5 or 6 videos, it was when people started being confused. They thought it
Yeah.
was me. And
Oh.
I was like, okay, this is like
Like,
kind
I
of
thought it was like a second channel or something.
yeah, because he even
Yeah.
copied the aesthetic. So
Oh,
like,
shit,
and the
okay.
gloves and like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lab
yeah.
coat sometimes, like it would look really similar to the
Right.
point where people thought it was me.
Right.
And I was
right.
like, okay, if this guy has bad intentions,
Yeah.
he could actually
like harm your
That's-
reputation.
that's
Yeah.
scary. that
like
someone
Will kind of commented on it. He goes, if this guy just like started doing like really racist stuff,
Right.
really
Yeah.
like, you know, kind of like just wholly offensive or even illegal stuff.
Yeah.
It's like people might think I'm doing it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I get
yeah.
in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
True.
That's crazy
Yeah,
that we've gotten to the
incriminating.
point now where someone can
Incriminating.
Like
deep,
impersonate
deep
you,
fake
yeah.
your voice
Yeah.
to the point where they can genuinely like affect your life.
I have yet to watch this guy's videos, by the way.
The machine is so good at imitating you.
I need to.
It
hear
is
this.
crazy.
I got to see this.
Oh
now.
my! I'll just
Yeah.
play a little. I'll play.
Oh no!
I'll play a little audio clip
I thought this
real
was
quick.
done.
So did you have to
I
sit
thought I
down with it?
escaped
Did you have
you-
to like message him to be like, yo,
So
dude?
I ended up. I don't remember. Oh, so
Okay, hold
yeah,
on.
I got bored feeding wieners to my acid, so today I felt like exploding some sulfuric acid. Here is my stick of dynamite. This is made with love.
Like it's not perfect, but it's shocking how good it is.
But
It is
even the
gadget.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
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 It's almost like
Just
a
to prove this
Vocaloid.
is sulfuric acid, here is the pH. Let me reiterate, this is the pH. So he did make, but the thing is like, he did make piranha there. So when I watched
Yeah.
it, I'm like, it wasn't just like an effect. Like he has concentrated sulfuric acid
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
hydrogen peroxide, and he's making legitimately like a very dangerous concoction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy knows chemicals.
Right,
So
right.
that's the thing too, is like, he wasn't just deep faking it. He was good
I
at
guess the question
video
is, why
editing,
didn't that guy
putting
just
the
make
videos
his own
together. He came up with
videos?
all
It's
the
like some kind of
ideas.
movie where someone's
Yeah.
slowly
Yeah.
replacing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I think there have actually been movie plots that are legit that, right?
Yeah. So you reach out to him.
So since he's Australian, and there's very few Australian,
Right? Like, why
YouTube
not just
creators,
make
I thought you were going to say
and he's
people.
no,
the video
He's
yourself
also into chemistry,
as
so he
you?
knew the other. I said the Australian guy before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Explosions and Fire. I don't know who reached out to who,
Yeah.
but Tom, who runs Explosions and Fire, told me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, dude, like I've spoken to him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, now there was like
A connection.
a connection.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So then we ended up just like, he wanted to do another video or he wanted to talk to me. So I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him. I ended up saying like, if you want to make another video, that's fine. Like, I don't want to just come in here. I think it's funny. I don't want to come in here and just be like,
Shut
like,
it down.
Yeah, like your time is done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but if you keep making it, like I'll probably have to do that because you are like is potentially a liability. And I'm like, I don't think you have any bad intentions, but
it could go the wrong way.
it could go the wrong way. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's unreasonable that people are thinking that I run this channel and there's
Yeah.
like some issues.
It could be like I could see if someone had only watched maybe one or two
Yeah.
of your videos
Yeah,
in
yeah.
passing, and they find this channel and it's branded a little too
'Cause they-
similarly.
They got a lot of views.
Oh no, they have a shit ton of views.
So it's like, it was enough people that I was like, it's gonna cause problems. But he was very reasonable. He's like, oh, I agree. So
Right.
he's
Oh,
like,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
Yeah.
but he also said he goes like, and it makes sense from a guy who put that much effort and made such like high quality stuff.
Yeah.
As a parody, like the amount of work that went in was insane.
Yeah.
He goes, I like filmmaking. I like writing. He goes, I don't want to be just a guy who parodies one person.
Yeah.
And he goes, he goes, what? I'm just in forever just making parodies of you. He goes, that sounds horrible to me.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want to do YouTube. I want to figure out like the type of content I want to make. So he goes, I was going to phase it out anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, so it was kind of good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he's
Just
like,
like
do
a
you mind if I make
trial.
like one or two more videos? And I was like, look, if you have really good ideas for both,
Yeah.
you can make two. I'm like, but if you only have like one hype video that you know of now, and he's like, yeah, I don't really know what I do for the other one. I'm like, then probably just, you know.
Stick to one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did, and then I even said after that too, you should probably change like the channel from like Nile Green to something else. And he did. Like I didn't.
Right.
He just ended up like a month or two later. He ended up just like changing.
Oh, that's good. That's
so
good.
No,
he
he
did end
was,
up
like-
making
he
his own
clearly
thing.
was not a malicious person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Like, and we had him on our podcast too.
Oh,
did you?
yeah.
Okay.
I wonder,
Good
like,
ending.
if let's say somebody used your voice, I'm like, could you copyright claim that?
Oh, this was the guy
how
who
does it-
does
that's a-
the
that's a very
podcast
interesting
with
question.
the
I've
other
never
dude.
copyright claimed my own image,
Like-
you know.
Yeah.
Like if somebody, because it's you have image rights,
Yeah.
but I don't know if there's any laws of
Yeah. Voice rights.
vocal rights or anything.
I think it's like one of those areas that you get into that you're just gonna. I would say if you have enough money, you can sue anybody.
Yeah, of course.
But if you don't want to bleed yourself dry, trying to like, it's like what I sue
Right.
with every dollar I have, and it's
Right,
like-
right, right,
it's
right,
like, and now you stop making these videos, but I have no money and I didn't work for
I
a
just
year.
wonder, like, let's say, if someone clearly imitated my voice and it's good enough where people genuinely think it's me, and I copyright claim them, and then they counterclaim. I wonder if what YouTube would be like,
I don't think you can. So copyright is for like a published work. So I don't
Right.
think
Yeah.
your voice, the tone of your voice, is not copyrightable. I don't think, but I think that like if people stealing your likeness, and this
yeah,
is
because it's your likeness, right?
but
It's the
that's not
package.
illegal. They would have to steal it, and you have to prove damages.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think this is a whole new fucking territory because
Yeah.
deepfakes have
It was
only
just never
yeah,
yeah.
it's never really become a big
Problem we'll have to
thing
deal with
yet.
in the next few years, I'm
But I
sure.
would say
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
closest is like impersonators who would just by their voice impersonate.
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
But it was like, unless they're damaging you, like if they're just
so they
if,
can, I get that makes sense.
if
yeah,
they're
yeah.
selling your likeness and they're like going on the street like I'm so and everyone who walks by is like, kid, this is not the guy.
Wait, then
Yeah,
couldn't
He's an
you? Okay,
impersonator,
hold
but
on.
it's like
I have
if
a
you
question.
actually start like
Because he's talking about damages. Like, what about the people who make a living off of looking like a celebrity? Because then, even though the celebrity, usually it's like, it's like Marilyn Monroe or Freddie, like people who have passed away. Maybe the damages is not to them, but what if the damages is to like their families? Like, the families could make money. I don't know. Talasora, hello, welcome. I am currently watching Trash Taste because I'm so invested in this episode that I was watching it while I was eating dinner and then I couldn't stop. So now we're watching this. But hello, welcome. How are you? You need to watch this episode. This dude is absolutely insane and he's fascinating. Oh my god. Chemists are on a different level. People who, what did he say? He's organic chemistry. He said there were 3 types of chemistry. There was organic chemistry, there was inorganic chemistry, and then there was physical chemistry. And then he said the difference between organic and inorganic was that, what was it? Organic works with carbon based chemicals and inorganic works with non-carbon based chemical. I might have gotten that mixed up, but it was either one. And apparently eBay is the best place. Oh yeah, I learned so many things from this video. I learned that apparently eBay is the best place to get chemicals if that's what you're looking for. I learned that it's better to bury a body in a desert instead of trying to dissolve it in a bathtub is the best way to do it. Yeah, I'm also learning a lot of things about Canada because apparently this guy's from Canada. Which is... I don't know how to explain how I feel about that. And just like, we live in the same country. What the fuck? But apparently, I think it sounds like he's from Montreal. But then my question is like, does he know French? If you live in Quebec, you are obligated to learn French, and you have to speak French. So, it would be very interesting to ask him what he thinks about J-Reg, is what I would ask. Not the French. See, not even the legit French. This is the Canadian French. So this is like the bastardized French. This is the French where if you get someone from Quebec talking to someone from France, they would not really understand. They would not understand each other at all. That's how un-French Canadian French is. Apparently. I've seen people try that, like on YouTube videos, and be like, a French Canadian talking to a French, and it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out at all. But hello, Sentient Waffle. Also, yeah, I did say hi to you, Sharkies. Sentient, how are you doing? Oops. I am watching, you just joined, I am watching Trash Taste, and then afterwards, I will be playing Minecraft. Yep, if I get to the end of this video, I'll finally get to... Oh, thank you for the head pat, Snooze! Hello, welcome to the stream. You could argue that you are very correct this time by calling me a nerd, because I'm watching a nerd. This guy is the epitome of this is the definition of nerd. But his life is very cool. You really should watch that. Here, I'll show you what it's called. It's called The Most Dangerous Man on YouTube. Nile Red? I've never watched this guy's videos, by the way. I've never heard of him before. I don't know how I missed it, but I've never heard of this guy before. But after this video, I am 110% interested in watching his stuff. So we might watch his stuff after. No, wait, hold on. We'll see what you guys want to see me do. Whether you want to watch videos or you want to watch me play Minecraft.
Pretending and then
oh wait, no. What was I asking? Oh yeah, the topic was they were talking about imposters. Because there was apparently, okay, so like context was this guy's YouTube channel is really big and really well known. I somehow was sleeping under a rock while he was making it. But apparently there was like a different channel where they got an AI, this like totally separate stranger guy, took this guy's videos, took the voices, like the audio files, and shoved it into the AI so that it would basically be like an audio deepfake. And kind of essentially impersonated his videos, but like with crazy topics. And so they were talking about like, oh, you could sue him, or like, he's arguing like, is it worth it to sue him because you could, sink all your money into it, but at the end of the day, yeah, the channel's gone, but you're also broke as hell, so is it worth it? And he's like, so technically you can't sue unless you can say that it caused damages. And then that's when I paused and said, so what about the imposter or like the impersonators of celebrities, such as Marilyn Monroe or Freddie from Queen, or Michael Jackson? These people, even though they passed away, why are these people still allowed to like do it? Because even though the, I guess, quote unquote monetary, it's not damages, but like the money that they're making out of this celebrity's likeness, couldn't you argue that why is it going to them and not the family? You know what I mean? Like the not ancestor, but like, the later generations of Marilyn Monroe, or the later generations of Michael Jackson or Freddie, Doesn't that count? Couldn't they technically sue? But like these impersonators, that's like their job. That is a job you can do. Like there's also an Ariana Grande person. Like she's still alive. Oh wait, no. No, she's not. She can't do it anymore. I think she got pushed off of TikTok. I remember she would, or did she? No. Oh god, I don't remember anymore. I know she's still doing it. It's like this girl who's like, she looks like Ariana Grande, and her whole thing is to impersonate Ariana Grande. But the difference is that Ariana Grande is still alive. So, but I think, I don't know if anything ever came out of that, now that I think about it. I heard about it on TikTok, though. That was a very fascinating thing. I was like, huh. Yeah, so how does that work? Because Ariana is still alive. Could you still do that, theoretically? Like, you'd have to at least wait until Ariana Grande has passed away before you can do any, like, imitation, right? Hello, Linnings. Hi, welcome. And also, Sharkies, thank you for the lurk. Hello, Linnings. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. You can jump the stream back like 5 minutes to understand what's happening, because I'm too lazy to retell it. Anyway, I don't know. Would that be grounds to sue? Why not? Why or why not? I'm not sure.
Making videos of yourself and making fake videos trying to convince the public.
Those people usually are selling themselves as impersonators. Anyone that makes a living like that isn't scamming money out of the actual person they're impersonating. But what about their family? Right? Couldn't you argue that, like, even though, like, for example, like Michael Jackson, for example, let's just say that Michael Jackson, like, he's not alive anymore, but like he still has family. Don't they get to claim it because of blood? Imitating a likeness. What if they damage the brand? Like, at this point, there's like a whole Michael Jackson brand. No? I don't actually know much about it. I'm just asking out of curiosity. It was just like a thought. Because it is a very fascinating thing. Ferrari will sue people who own Ferraris but do off-brand things with them. Oh. True. Oh, right. Yeah, because that makes sense. Like, if you want, yeah, like, it doesn't make sense to Ferrari because they want to maintain that luxurious upper class feel that only rich, sophisticated people drive their cars. But like, if you buy the car, shouldn't you be able to do what you want with it? Yeah. Yeah. I really don't know how those things work. Because I also think that's a good point. Like, you bought the car. But then I guess Ferrari could also argue that, hey, we made the car. We're just kind of, somewhat, in a sense, loaning it out to you. So therefore, if you're going to buy our car, you agree to represent the brand in a proper manner. And also, hello, Kukushi. Welcome to the stream. We are talking about impersonators. The family of the impersonated isn't losing any money out of this, though. Any money they would receive would be via royalties of the actual product, whereas the people paying for imitations are paying for something else entirely. Oh, that is a good point, actually. Right. Because the people who are doing the impersonating, like, because it's not actually Michael Jackson himself, it's someone who, to their credit, practiced very hard to learn and imitate the movements, the style, the little mouth movements, things. That is a good point. Like, that credit should go to the person doing the imitation, because it is not easy to imitate the likeness of someone, especially to be paid for it. Because, like, assumably it would be, if someone is gonna hire, like, again with the Michael Jackson example, if someone is going to hire a Michael Jackson impersonator, most likely they're a very big fan of Michael Jackson. And so, like, you'd kind of know, oh, Michael Jackson would move this way or move that way, or he talks this way or talks that way, because they're a big fan. Because I don't know anyone who would just hire a Michael Jackson impersonator just for funsies. Maybe they do, but, like, not common. It's usually, like, the older generation, because they have some nostalgia tied to it or whatever. That makes sense. Okay, no, you got it. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And thank you, Linux, for explaining it to Kukushi. If you don't like Ferrari's conditions, then just don't buy a Ferrari. I guess that's essentially what Ferrari is saying, is like, if you want to customize your car, by all means do it. Just don't do it with our cars. Sorry, not sorry. Basically. Where can I hire a Fira impersonator? Unfortunately, I am not famous enough for people to feel like it's like it's a financially a good decision. Usually only celebrities get really big celebrities get impersonators. If someone got your VTuber model, they could try impersonating you. Well, see, I'd be very interested to see that happen, because it's like, they would have to get an AI generated voice model, or they luck into, because actually I do say there's like this Michael Jackson impersonator guy on TikTok. I think he's like from South America or Brazil or something like that. He looks like Michael Jackson. And I mean, like, he really looks like him. Like, I was watching his TikToks for a while, for like, he looks like him. And I was like, okay, look, that means of one of two things. Number one, he was either born looking like that, which, I mean, hey, if you born looking like Michael Jackson, you might as well just go with it and make the money that you can. Or he had to pay a lot of money to get plastic surgery to look like Michael Jackson, which again, I was like, if you're gonna put in that much money, you might as well just do it. You might as well just be the impersonator. Like that. But he's really dedicated. Like he's so dedicated to the character. It's insane. I don't know what he's like off camera, but goddamn on camera, he does the moves, he does all the moonwalking and the dancing, and everyone's like, holy shit, it's actually good dance moves and stuff. So clearly this guy is a huge fan of Michael Jackson. And has a passion to just live his life as Michael Jackson. So I don't know, man. It's kind of impressive. The amount of passion is really impressive. So I mean, yeah, if someone was able to like impersonate me, I would be very impressed. Now the real morality question is, if there are days, okay, look, right? There are times where you think to yourself, man, I wish there was a clone of myself so I could do twice the amount of work with like half the amount of effort. You know what I mean? You sometimes wonder like, oh, wouldn't life be easier if there was a clone? I just send my clone to do things instead. Because then it's like, if there really was a Fira impersonator, would I hire them to stream for me? I don't know. Maybe. I might consider it and be like, okay, look, I can't pay you because I don't make that much money from this stream regardless. But like MJ is dead, we know the impersonator isn't really him, and it's not like he's making fun of MJ or anything, right? So I think let him do it. It sounds pretty cool and impressive. Yeah. It really feels like this dude's super passionate about Michael Jackson. Cause his facial expressions, he's got it. The movements, the way that he just acts, and he does like Q&A videos, and the way he talks. God, this guy, it's impressive. Off camera, he's studying every pixel of every second of I think that is how he does it. I think it is. He like that. I guess that is how you impersonate people, is like you study their footage. Especially for Michael Jackson, back when like, yeah, they had like TV and stuff, but not like HD remastered versions. So like it would be it's kind of a whole thing if you really wanted to if you wanted to go about impersonating Michael Jackson. Like even just learning the dance moves. Like Michael Jackson's well known for his dance moves. If you can't dance, you might as well give it up and do something else. There is no amount of like you can like pay as much as you wanted for plastic surgery to look like Michael Jackson, but there is no amount of money you can pay someone if you yourself just can't dance. So I think to this guy's credit, good for him, What if you're the clone though? Well, that's a good question. That's actually a very good question. How do you know if I'm not just, like... hold on. There we go. How do you know which one's the real one? How do you know which one's the real me? I guess that's a thing for you guys to figure out. Imagine the impersonator fear blows up on a separate channel. Well, as long as I get the money on that separate channel, hey, sure. Double the content. That would be awesome. You know, I start streaming here and then I start making content for YouTube and then upload it. And then at the same time, you have to watch the stream and watch the YouTube content. It could work. It could work. I have to make sure I don't accidentally fuck up my screen by doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, no, we need to finish this video. I'm never gonna get through this.
Like that this
You are
person's
this
doing
person,
horrible
yeah.
things. Like then you can be sued, but that's a crime. Like you're defaming them
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like potentially identity, like it's identity theft.
Yeah.
But it's like just copying the voice.
Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah.
first content was impersonation mainly. So
Yeah, I mean,
wonder-
he started off
Yeah,
as
I could've, yeah.
impersonating.
Were you ever charged for your?
I was charged. for my
Yes,
content.
this is wait, Niall Green. Yeah. So, okay, wait, real quick. So the channel I'm watching, the other three dudes, is Trash Taste. This guy in particular is Niall Red. The channel they're talking about is Niall Green. So Niall Green is the guy who took Niall Red's videos and audio files, threw it into an AI to make a deep fake, and then so that's the context of what they're talking about. This is the chemistry guy. This is the original guy. The actual guy. And yeah, like Sentient Waffle said, Trash Taste is a podcast formed by Giguk, Sea Dog VA, and the Anime Man. Yes. So, otherwise known as Gaunt, Connor, and Joey. Safety third talking about Now Green. Yeah, so he was just so at this point he had said he met that he had someone he knew who had talked to Niall Green, who is now Mr. Green, but like when he was still Niall Green, that they had talked and essentially said, hey, look, you can make one more video if you really, really think you have a good idea. But after that, I don't think you can do it anymore just because it'll be complicated. I'm going to have to eventually do something about it. So he's like kind of giving him a heads up. And yeah, now we're just talking about this is now like the aftermath of the conversation. So yeah, they did talk to each other about it. And then that's why he's now Mr. Green instead and not Niall Green. Yeah, exactly. Although for me, my context is I've never heard of Niall Red, let alone Niall Green. So I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. But the funny part is that I went to the channel Niall Red and I'm subscribed somehow. I don't know how that happened. I'm somehow subscribed, but I don't remember watching any of the videos. So who knows how that happened? Your clone must have subscribed to it. Yeah. God damn it. The clone always be doing things. This is why I have like deja vu moments where I'll be like, did I do this before? But I swear I haven't done this before. Maybe it was my clone. But then it's like, you gotta make sure it's a clone and not a doppelganger, because if it's a doppelganger, that means you gotta kill them, because if you don't kill them, they're gonna kill you, because only one can exist. So, yeah. Make sure if it's a clone, make sure it's a clone and not a doppelganger. Because a doppelganger will kill you, but a clone will not. Remember, doppelganger, enemy, bad. Clone, friend, good.
I'm good friends with the voice actor, actually.
What did you do?
I was anime, and I used to copy a voice of one of the characters and just make videos about that. And then, yeah, that's
Like you pretended you were them, or people knew?
No, I
that-
never said I was them.
Yeah,
I didn't go around being
Yeah,
like,
just
hey, it's
harmless
me.
interpret-
I was
yeah,
like,
just
I'm
make
pretending to be this
parody.
character. And for the first few weeks, people were very confused because I was still small, and they were like, oh, the guy
they
did
made a
this.
side channel.
Yeah. I didn't brand it as like I'm them or anything. It was just like I impersonated the voice and did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That maybe could be considered damages. Who knows?
Because I've actually thought about this because I was just thinking how much audio content is there of my voice online.
Oh, people
now?
can for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
With
it's just-
the amount of hours of trash taste that we've put online.
God, yeah,
You
yeah,
can easily
yeah.
make a fucking deep fake, and like
Oh.
I've literally seen like some meme videos because we talk a lot on trash taste.
Yeah.
and I there's like I can
Not
hear a
me
voice line
thinking
that's clearly
to
me,
my
and I
VOD
recognize that it's me.
channel on
I have no
YouTube.
recollection of ever saying
That has
That's
hours
not
and
my
hours
life.
of my audio.
it's
Oh
so much-
shit.
It's a very weird feeling too.
Yeah,
Like just thinking that, like not remembering.
not
You
not
said
saying-
something?
not
Because
remembering.
normal
but clearly
people don't have to
recognizing-
fucking listen to their own voice.
Yeah.
That's true.
Weasel?
Yeah, so it's kind of scary
Panda.
and weird whenever that happens.
Panda.
And yeah, I think
Also, hello,
That's
Rico.
how I felt when I watched the first.
How are you doing?
The voice.
That
I'm
must have
Welcome
been
to the
so
stream.
creepy.
No, but I was just like, I didn't say this.
yeah.
Right.
I don't remember saying. I don't remember this
Like,
video.
what did I?
Do you have a fucking split personality?
Yeah, then you started like questioning your sanity, and you're like okay, no.
I don't
The
remember, like-
ultimate gaslight.
I don't remember putting the dynamite in the acid.
I was
Ferret.
like, did he splice it? I just
Wait,
like,
actually,
it's
ferret's not a
confusion for,
bad
like, a
idea.
little
That's
while.
long
It's like,
panda.
that seems like something I would do, but I just have no recollection of actually
So,
doing it.
what's the next steps for Now Red then? What's the goal, or is it just make more videos? Because you don't upload a lot.
I quit. No,
He
that's-
no.
That's
Like
the meme,
meth,
isn't
the
it?
meth lab finally takes off.
No, because like it's always like a push and pull between meth and YouTube.
right.
Right now the meth is like
Meth popping off, dude.
yeah, once the market goes like a little
Right.
bit
Oh my
down,
God.
then it's like
He's got the
YouTube-
cover done, so
It's like depends on what the CPM's
Yeah,
at.
that's actually why I only post videos every few months is because meth production.
Oh my god.
Why is the reason why your videos just take so long? Like, what's the main what's is it just everything?
Okay, so
I assume it's just like a lot of testing, right?
there's
Yeah.
it's honestly putting a video together
Oh, really?
right.
is like the last video to put to the last video was the
Niall
hardest. It took me,
bad.
I think I would like to say like 2.5 months of full-time work where I say like there's no weekends, like you're just working
No, it should be Niall
Yeah.
Blue.
as much as you can every day for 2.5 months. That was to film.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that they asked him about Breaking Bad and like what he thought about it. And I think he's trying not to be frustrated about it, or rather like let's just put it this way. He was very passionate from a chemist perspective about how meth is clear. And he said it doesn't make sense that in Breaking Bad, they kept saying, you gotta try to, we're gonna purify meth. But in order to purify meth, your pure meth would be clear, not blue. So in order to make blue meth, you would have to add food coloring to it, which by definition is unpure. And he was very, very passionate about explaining it. And I was like, oh, he definitely cares a lot. He cares a lot about this stuff. I just thought that was, now I'm thinking back, it was kind of funny. He was very, very, very passionate about saying how like meth on its own is clear. So when you extra purify it, it's just gonna become more clear. So if you're saying make blue meth, you are effectively saying let's make unpurified meth. Or let's unpurify meth even more than it already is unpurified. Clear as meth. No, No, he could have. He really could have. That's why they're making a joke about it, is because they're like, so is this like all a front, you know? Because like you're telling us that you technically, if you really wanted to, you could make meth because you're a chemist. And that's why they keep going back to the joke and be like, oh, you know, like the second that because YouTube makes more money than meth, then that's why he's doing the YouTube channel. He's just waiting for the meth stock to go back up so that he can just ditch the YouTube channel and just go into meth. That's what, that's what they're talking. That's why they keep alluding to the joke. um, Wait, Nile Blue is the name of his alt. Is it actually? Oh. Well, okay, what other colors? Okay, he can go with Nile Yellow. Oh no, that might be bad. Maybe don't use the yellow color. People might think it's pee. Nile Clear. I mean, he could. He could. Someone should send him a DM and be like, if you're gonna make a side channel with meth, make sure you call it Nile Clear. Just to prove to everyone that, like, if you're gonna make meth, I hope everyone knows that meth is clear and not blue. Nile White, so everyone can call him Mr. White. Oh my god. It really is the people you don't expect. Also, if we're going by him as being the real Breaking Bad dude, then that means Breaking Bad should be set in Canada because he's from Canada. And I still don't know how I feel about that. As a fellow Canadian, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, he said like he's from Montreal. So I was very curious whether he can speak Canadian French. Yep. What's Canada? Canada is, I don't know. This is the first time I've heard about it. I hear it's a pretty cool place though. I hear they all live in igloos and ride polar bears to school or to work as their mode of transportation, and that their money smells like is made out of maple syrup, and we're neighbors with the moose, and that we're also populated by very, very, very angry geese. Excuse me, sorry. That part's real. Our geese are very angry, aggressively angry. I don't know why they're so pissed. They're very aggressive for no reason. Canada would... They don't go to die. Chicken and waffles, Canadian, and money and waffles. You know what? Honestly, I'd take it. I wish we had money and waffles. Oh my god. I would love that. I would love that. It would be Americans have chicken and waffles. Canadians have poutine and waffles. Poutine. There we go. Yeah. Poutine is actually said as in French, which is poutine. And I'm not going to confirm or deny that I only started calling it the correct term this year. Moving on.
And then to edit was like a month and a half, a bit over a month.
And you edit all your videos?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because the problem is you have so many videos. You have all this like random data you've collected, and I have to put it all together. But then I have to do the research to.
Why
like,
don't these
present
people
it, and
ever
I have to figure
hire
out the ways to
editors?
present it.
So are you just doing a thesis every time you do a video?
I think he is doing that.
Some of them take just forever.
Right.
But like why they take a really long time to post, it depends on the project. Like some things I've filmed in like a day and I edited in like 4 days. This was like 2 years ago.
It depends on what you're
That was like
doing.
the peak when I could do a video in a week. But I've realized I like the ones that take a while.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to figure out like how to balance. I really like the filming part, but the editing is
You got to get yourself an editor, bro.
But
I know.
it's not the actual act of editing.
Right.
It's like like the biggest problem for me is like, how do I present all the information?
No, I get that. I
Like
get
make
that.
it cohesive.
So like,
Right.
for example, I'll have, let's say, I don't know, on Ferro Fluid or one of these things I've done, I will literally have like, let's say 30 different things that I'm like, I have to mention this or it doesn't make sense. And it's like, where do I mention it? Because the thing I hate
Ottawa.
in-
Ottawa
I don't
is
hate
the
it in science
capital.
videos, but I don't like taking
Ottawa is
pauses to
also
explain
the
things.
the
It's like
the
everything I
the
explain
the,
has
the
to be when
city
it's relevant.
that wants
Right, that makes
to
sense.
You
exit
don't like
from
massive
China.
information dumps.
China? No,
No, so it's
Canada.
like, if
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
mention this point,
God.
it's only at a point that it's relevant.
Right.
So I have to then
Ottawa is
time
the
to
one that
write
wants to
and put
exit
all these
from
points in at
Canada.
certain parts. And
Right.
then it's like, what parts do I include? What don't I include? And then I have
Oh
to
my
like
god.
watch my own videos and then be like, I did this, and then they say,
Yeah,
"Color
Ottawa's
change,
in
why?"
in
There's no
China now.
documentation.
Yeah.
So I have to go and
I
look
don't know
at
if
it.
you've
And it's like,
heard.
I can hire somebody. But there's no notes. They just have raw video. Like, sometimes it's
Oh
like
my god.
a terabyte and a half.
They
of
both
just
started
raw
with the
video.
letter C and I just went with
I don't
it.
even know what happens in the clip, but I know that out of the 40-minute clip,
Yes, the
twice
Ottawa
in it, I added
separatists.
Right.
and the color doesn't even change, but I remember. So it's like I know where to find those clips and look for certain things.
Yeah.
And so you upload these videos that take just so long, right?
Yeah,
And does
I've only
YouTube-
read
how
about
does
the
YouTube
maple
view it?
syrup
Is it, like,
preserve.
do they demonetize it often, or is it age restricted? Because I wonder, like, how they.
Yeah, like, what's the CPM on like those kinds of content? Like, is it
Like,
worth
I wonder, like,
large gaps in time or?
is
I'm
it,
so
like,
sorry
what
if
is it,
you
like,
actually wanted to
categorized
watch this
as?
video and now it's interspersed with me
Education.
Probably
talking.
education, right?
Education,
Probably
I assume.
education.
Yeah. In a loop.
I think it's the long
I feel
videos I've
bad
been
for
doing are
wanting to having to pause it. And there was a thing that I missed reading. I had a friend from Quebec who moved to Ontario, and he says he's never had real poutine in Ontario. That's because you don't go to Ontario for poutine. You go to Quebec for poutine. Or are they saying that they had real poutine in Quebec, and then every poutine they've ever had in Ontario is not real poutine? If it's the latter, then yes, it's true. But to be fair, no, it didn't. It's not. You can't even say that because the one place that was actually really good at making poutine here in Ontario, they closed up shop and went to Quebec. They closed up shop. They're like, oh, we're done. We're moving to Montreal. And then me and my friend who loved eating there were like, oh my god, we would recommend that place to anyone who wanted poutine because we're like, oh, they make really, really good authentic poutine. They closed up and went to Montreal. So now anytime I ever want their poutine, I have to go to Montreal for it. And I'm like, man, I mean, I get it, but still, man. Now that you mentioned that, I never even made that connection that like they were making real poutine. They just moved and left. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm so sad. That place was really good. Dang, so we could have proved my friend wrong until they moved to Montreal. Yeah, you should tell your friend to go back to Montreal if they want authentic poutine, because we also agree that authentic poutine is had in Quebec and not here. Only like the really, really self-absorbed Canadian, like Ontarians, will tell you, will tell you like, oh yeah, no, I know the place to have real authentic poutine. It's like, yeah, but have you had the ones in Montreal though? If all the ones you've had are only in Ontario, then I'm not gonna say your opinion's invalid, but I'm also gonna just not say anything. Oh no, you did spell it right. It is poutine. It's just that when the apparently the way you're supposed to say it is poutine. A poutine? Is it poutine? Poutine? Oh god. It's one or the other. I know it's not poutine. God, I need my. I'm handing in my Canadian card right now. Oh, it's like having sushi in Japan and then going back to Western sushi. Yeah, it is kind of similar. Where it's like if all you've had is Western sushi, and then the stuff you keep recommending, like obviously the natural thing is you are gonna recommend like, oh yeah, like I've had really authentic sushi here in anywhere Canada, and then until you finally go to Japan, and then you'll finally be like, okay, yeah, you can go here for sushi. It's the closest you're gonna get to the real shit, even though the real shit is like in Japan. You change up your tune real quick once you've had the real shit.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Because like in between posting videos, the AdSense doesn't really change.
Right.
So it's like when I post it, it spikes, and then it goes like after like 2 weeks, it goes down, but then it just doesn't change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And you have infinite rewatchability because I watch it like 4 times because I have no fucking clue what happened. That's the big range.
That is why I keep getting
That's
more
Yeah,
views.
I'm like,
Yeah,
how does it
I
have
know,
9 million times? It's like it's just the scientists rewatching it 10 times to figure out how to make a fair flip.
Well, actually,
Oh,
I think when we look at the videos, the average person who's watched the video has seen it twice.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
So
insane.
people do apparently come back out of
Well,
confusion.
I think
You
sometimes.
have to because there's so much presented to you like at once.
Yeah.
And as someone who has zero knowledge of chemistry,
and I have to cut out like
Yeah.
90%.
But also-
Yeah, it's very compact.
Do you get a lot of people telling you that your voice is just relaxing and then
Yeah,
they just
then-
play your videos?
and they don't even know what's going
Yeah,
on.
I've done that a few times.
They
Sometimes
don't
it's
even
I
know
need
what's
something in
going
the
on.
background.
Oh.
So I just play you because it's like it's constant. It's like
Yeah.
you don't change inflections.
That's part
Yeah.
of like, it's not that's what makes the voiceover hard,
Yeah.
because like I try
that
to
a
make it the
Canadian
most
thing, though?
unintrusive ever.
that like lack of inflection, is that a Canadian thing? I want to know if this is the common reason of. I need to ask other Canadians and be like, do your chatters also tell you that your voice is calm and soothing? I need to ask them. Although to be fair, some select places in Toronto and apparently Vancouver have really authentic sushi. Not as fresh, but damn close. Like it really depends, I think. Like you obviously need like fresh ingredients, so you gotta be close to the sea, or at least have a good like connection to fishermen in the area so that your materials are quality. And then like you have just like the like Japanese immigrants who come over to Canada and set up shop. That I think that's the one thing why maybe it might be harder to find an authentic sushi place in like buttfuck nowhere in America, but like maybe you would have a higher chance of finding it in more populated places, so like LA, New York, yeah, like Linux said, like in Canada, Toronto and Vancouver, just because we have a large population of immigrants, so you have that chance of like, Japanese people who maybe like learned how to make sushi when they were in Japan, or like they had that like experience there and then decided, hey, you know what, I like they did open a store for a while and then said like, you know what, time for a scene like change, and so they decided to like pick up shop and go over to Canada, and like there are a lot of stores here that is basically how it happened. Like there's like a ramen shop. What was it called? I'm gonna Google it. Because, like, basically that ramen shop apparently is, like, a really well-known franchise chain in Japan. And then they essentially just opened up a store, or, like, a chain, or franchise chain. Like, they opened up a shop in Toronto and Vancouver and, like, select places throughout Canada. And then they, like, had people train in Japan and then go to all these different places to work there. So you are getting the essentially authentic experience because they learned from Japan and from the franchise. So so there is a chance. It has been told my voice is calm and soothing. Is it lack of inflection? Maybe. This is everyone's, and we're all now thinking like, do I have inflection in my voice? Do I have more inflection or less inflection? I'm also questioning myself, don't worry. I'm like, do I or do I not? I don't know. Kanjiki, that's it. It's called Kanjiki. Kanjiki ramen. Well known for their vegan ramen, by the way. Good vegan ramen. It's like with the soy milk base. Very good. Look this up on YouTube. Inflection versus no inflection. True. Koko Ichiban curry shops. Is that a popular one in Japan? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, we gotta finish. I gotta finish this video. Oh my god.
It's very much. There's no like you don't like the way you're talking is the speed doesn't change, the volume doesn't change. You're very good at it. Like
That's why it was so easy to deepfake.
that's honestly like props to you because that's not easy. Like a lot of people do very rookie mistakes when they're recording, and the first word they'll say often is the loudest. So you'll
I
hear, you
learned
can
how
hear.
to like. So I learned how to not do that, and like at one point I tried to get like compressors and everything to try, but I just don't use any of that anymore.
But even though, like when you're recording, you can tell when a compressor is compensating. Like you can hear.
I don't like the artifacts, so I don't like I don't use any of like the plugins.
Yeah.
But I learned, and it's like I never really looked it up. I just would hear the audio and hate certain things.
That's funny.
And then try to find out. Like the one was like the lip smacking.
Right.
So it's like all the mouth noises I just couldn't stand.
I use plugins to get rid of them.
Oh, I do. So here's the thing.
Okay.
I still do because
You can't stop that. You can't. No. There's no
But, like,
training on earth.
I remember watching some videos and they're like, when you speak, lift your lip off your teeth. Like get used to just not touching your lips to your teeth when you speak.
Do I do that?
I've
I think I do
never.
that.
So
I've never done shit. Now I'm super
Joey?
self-conscious about this. Fuck.
But I'm not saying like fully, but like I've consciously like tried to not, and I noticed it made it so that I went from like if you don't listen to my early video, you hear a lot more mouth noises.
Well, it's mainly to do with how much water you're drinking and the pace you're drinking it. So you want to like
So I would
sip.
drink a lot of water.
You want to sip gradually as you're recording. If you drink too much, it will sound really fucking slappy.
Yeah,
if you drink too little, it'll just your lips will be like bone fucking dry.
You definitely still need to do the plug-in to remove it.
Oh yeah, because it's natural. Like everyone
This is so
has it.
fascinating.
But it's one of
Also,
those
I'm
things that
now
when you're
very
listening to someone naturally,
self-conscious.
you just don't hear
You
it.
don't, but I don't know. It's like the mic seems to pick it up even more.
Yeah. And there's another thing you can do if you are having the problem you're a YouTuber where you're talking and you start because you do a redo, but you start the sentence halfway. So how do you make it sound like you've done the sentence
trail the
halfway,
sentence,
right?
yeah.
So you say something before it. So you go like, okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. So then the first now isn't as loud.
Yes.
Because normally if you go okay, I'll do another one. Right now, and then you trail in.
So like exactly, and like I find that what do I do is you say the end of the couple words from the last sentence.
that helps a lot. Yeah.
But what I would find is starting with T's and other stuff.
Yeah.
Even when you trail in, they're pretty
It's hard.
bad.
And
Just get used to it.
sometimes.
I've never thaught this deeply at
Yeah,
all.
me
about my
neither.
own
Because you'll just be
generation.
listening and you'll be listening to a sentence
And it's just loud.
and randomly halfway through a sentence, YouTubers
is
will have this like
fascinating, though.
audio spike.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they just
Wait, that
cut.
was clearly a cut.
Yeah. And it's like, or even just, it's just slight, but it's like, it's like,
I don't like it. So it's like when I do I like audio work. I don't know why. I like doing all the audio work. And when I take out all the lip smacks,
I'm just this whole thing. It makes me be like, I want someone to tell this guy it's okay to not know why you like something. He seems to doubt himself a lot. He'd be very much like, I guess it's because he thinks about it a lot, like why he likes a certain thing. But sometimes I'm like, it's okay to not know why. You can just like it for the sake of whatever. You don't have to know the reason. He will always restart his sentences with like, I don't know why I blah blah blah. I'm like, it's okay. You can just do the thing or like the thing or whatever, dude, you're valid. It's okay.
3,000 of them, and I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
all these people don't have to listen to 3,000
And
horrible noises.
it's like with YouTubers that do a bunch of cuts, right? It does kind of lend well to the cut, but every time they cut, they're restarting, so they start loud again.
Yeah.
Because they didn't mean to, but every cut is them restarting, and they're loud because you
Right.
start loud.
Right, right.
Just
That's
because
true.
the way that how speaking works is that you don't have volume control very well
On the
on the
first-
very first thing you say,
Yeah.
because you're just pushing air out. So it's
You
quite.
gotta
It's
get
like
I think you got to get the vocal cords.
yeah. It's
vibrating,
quite like
yeah.
explosive. Like explosive.
I think
don't
singers
wanna
would be able to do
be
it
excited
because
about
that's
that.
their whole
that's
job
scary.
is vocal
You know,
control.
but that's how it is. So yeah, tip. That's how you
Yeah.
go. Top tip.
I think I'm lucky that just my narrations has always been like high energy.
Yeah,
so
you're,
I've
yeah.
never, like,
It
been able
lends
to-
well to high energy.
Because he
people,
liked
but
to
if
use
you're
it to
trying
make his own work.
sound,
Yeah.
Like just calm and
I
just
think
trying
it's
to
like a
talk and narrate
personality
naturally.
thing for
If you're
him.
doing slow narration or you're doing dramatic narration, it's very
yeah.
important.
That's where the birth of the "What's up, guys" started.
Literally, that's literally where it starts.
Wait, actually, like
I feel like that's where it
Probably,
started. It's
yeah.
like
It's just
that
an
style.
exaggerated version of that, right?
style has
Yeah.
evolved because people would just start by saying like, "What's up, guys," and then they would trail off immediately, right? Not intentionally, but
The
that style
"what"
is just
so
yeah.
loud compared to everything else.
And the thing that, like, even with voiceover, the thing that got me too is like, depending on the time of day that you do it.
Okay,
You didn't know about this?
tell me.
So, because my videos are so long,
Yeah.
and they could be like, the last one's like an hour of voiceover. You
Hour.
can't do it all in one sitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I can't. You can't. Like, my voice gets too tired.
Yeah.
Ah.
And also, if you have to go back, and let's say I notice a problem.
Someone
and you have to
teach
do-
this
you
guy
have to
about
go and
vocal
play.
exercises.
How do you not sound different?
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I've had-
He needs vocal
Yeah, that's been
exercises if
very
he's
helpful.
struggling
I
to
have
do
the
an hour of
What is the
voiceover.
secret? What is it?
The secret is, for at least for me, whenever if you do, because as the day goes on, your voice changes.
Yeah.
As you have like more.
the morning is notably more
Yes.
gravelly.
And you get like it does change. So
Do
would
I do any
always
vocal-
my
I used
narration,
to.
like
Around the
I
same
used to have a
time.
whole
around the same
routine.
time, like
That's
never
impressive.
earlier than a certain time.
But
Because
not
I've
anymore.
it's been warmed up.
Now
from
I just
talking.
do
Yeah.
vocal
Yeah.
exercises
And
before I
just
sing.
doing that
But that's
made
about
like,
it.
way more consistent.
Well, I notice it's the time of day, but also it really much depends on. Sometimes it's the weather that you
Yes.
record it. Sometimes,
Yes.
like when it's a really humid day, like recording in the summer, I sound totally different than recording in the winter.
Yeah.
because the atmosphere is different.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
air's different.
Thankfully, it's not an issue like for one video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Between you definitely can, and even over time, like if you go back and hear your other videos,
Yeah,
your
I've
voice
never
does
noticed
change.
these things
definitely,
either.
definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
we got accent changes easily. My accents change a shit ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Wait, I don't know if I think I watched a video that you were in with.
Oh, God. My old accent.
You're mentioning it, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I used to have like a completely different accent, but I mean, your voice changes all the time.
He had a
It's very
completely
normal.
My voice, if you
different
go back in my
accent?
Videos, I didn't narrate. Like I just kinda,
What?
I kind of just talked, and then I got sinus surgery,
Oh,
and my voice did change like significantly.
Right.
In a lot of people commented on it.
huh.
Oh.
Do you
'Cause, like-
prefer your voice now as then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like it sounds because my nasal cavity got opened up, so there's like more resonance in it.
Well, I think having
I don't
something.
know if it's better. Or,
Well, I think
No,
having
that's a good
distinct
thing.
Voice helps a lot with YouTube.
Oh,
Resonance
I feel
is a
like
good
Definitely
thing.
have a very, very distinct voice. You know, when your videos pop up, I know I'm watching a Now Red video.
it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know if I developed a distinct voice
Yeah.
or if I just
like your voice is on the same level as my mind as like Chills, like levels of distinct on YouTube. Like. No, like notable
Number
voices on
15.
YouTube is like Nile Red.
But what's I've
Chills.
never said like what's unique about it?
I don't know. It's just like when you hear your voice, there's no mistaking it that it's
Yeah.
you talking.
Yeah.
It's your cadence.
So
Cadence
that,
is a good
that
one.
it changed because of doing voiceover, like
Right.
for the
Right,
channel.
right.
It would irritate me when I would because I can't slur words,
Right.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Yeah.
so I would just enunciate like very
Yeah,
clearly.
you're very
Oh,
clear.
I thought you just said
enunciation.
it's impossible for me to
No,
slur
no, no,
words.
no,
I was like,
no.
I wish I had that power, man.
I just became very aware of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I think it just made me so conscious of how I spoke.
Yeah.
yeah.
that-
Because you speak like that off camera as well, so it's like it's clearly like I'm sure there's like some voice over like elements to it as well, but I think just naturally you've grown the ability
It's
to just
from doing
speak
the
like that.
voiceover.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
'Cause
And
I remember when I first met you, I was like, oh, he sounds exactly like he does in his videos.
Now what I've got here.
I never he sounds scripted. Like, it sounds scripted in real life.
Every conversation is scripted.
And I
Oh
think it's
my
cool that you have a
God.
voice where people are like, whoa, he talked.
And then they're like, do the thing.
Yeah,
Say the
exactly.
thing, say the
I just
thing.
love it. Like, why do you even? Oh, it's good. It's good.
Because there's a lot of YouTubers where it's like they have the YouTuber voice and then they have their real life voice, and it's
So-
it's the same, but it's also like the way that they say certain phrases and the way that they the cadence of some sentences is very much like a performative manner
Yeah.
on YouTube, whereas like in real life it's not so much like
It,
that.
I would say that there is. I mean, I think everyone has that, like myself included.
Right.
In my sense, it's like there are certain sentences I can't say on script because I don't think it's. I just don't think they have a good sound to them.
Right.
So like there are certain things I wish I could say, but I can't.
Like what?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. But it's like if I'm trying to like word something,
Yeah.
Right.
saying the word sentence in a certain way just doesn't sound nice. And sometimes I try to come up with all these different ways on how to like move the sentence around or use a different word.
Yeah.
And I can't come up with it, so I just
Whoa,
can't say
that
the
is
sentence.
so.
That makes sense. That's pretty normal.
That's pretty detail oriented.
Yeah.
If it's like you have
Like
a
certain
script and
things,
you
like, it's very
essentially in the
tough for me to do
voiceover thing
voiceovers
just
that other people give me the,
rearrange it over and
just
over and over
script.
until it
Yeah. 'Cause
Because
sounds
like you
right.
said, like I sound very similar to the voiceover, and it's because I don't know why. Since the beginning of doing YouTube, I always wanted to be like as close to real as possible.
Yeah, of course.
So because of that, like I don't know why. I just
His
try to
li-
be like.
this
as,
is what
It's
this is
like
what I mean. He like
performative
keeps
side to
saying
an
it
extent,
doesn't know.
and the natural
I
one
mean, I
don't-
think
it's
it's
not- it's not
fine
like
that he
one of
doesn't know
them's,
how to
like,
explain
up
it.
here. It's like they both kind of come closer together in a way.
I just want
Yeah.
everything to be like as real and genuine as
Yeah.
possible.
Right, right.
And that was like since it started. Like I would never like I even before I did any endorsements, I was like, I will never endorse like anything in any way that I don't truly like use or enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And that was even before like the prospect of anything like
Right,
that was
right,
even a
right. That
thing.
makes sense.
Yeah, because I totally get you about the whole script things and sometimes things sounding wrong because these boys
Yeah.
can attest. But whenever we have like an ad read, I struggle
can't do it.
so much because it's not written within my voice.
Yeah.
So it's so unnatural for like.
Why
my
don't they
mouth
just
to,
rewrite
I guess,
it? Are
make
you
those
not allowed to
movements, and it just
rewrite
takes
it?
a while to like warm up, I guess.
I
don't
feel
know.
that's definitely a common thing with a lot of YouTubers who write their own scripts in their videos.
Yeah.
Like I feel with like
That's
like
true,
from
Yeah, the
Neil
ad
Conner, for
readings.
example.
Like, I know that the brand will send them a thing of like, okay, here's what you need to mention. But like, there's no way that you can't ask them, hey, can I rewrite something so that it sounds more natural, like as if I'm the one saying it? Because it doesn't fit the tone of my, or I guess it doesn't fit the flow of the video. Also, Rico, I know exactly why you like the other hoodie. And you're gonna have to work for it. That's all I'm gonna say. Although I will say on the topic of vocal exercise before stream, I really think, especially after having had experience doing like 24, 48-hour streams, I definitely need to do voice exercises before I do those streams. Those streams, you can really, I think, I notice it. I'm pretty sure you guys can notice it as well. That like my voice starts to get more raspy. The vocal fry gets stronger, just because my voice gets tireder and more tireder as the hours go by. And also just like, can you imagine talking for 24 hours or 48 hours straight? Your voice just starts to give out. You're like, you want to keep talking, but you're like the air is coming out, but the sound is not, the vocal cords, the vocal whatever you folds are just not working. They're just not working. Or at least they're struggling. They be struggling. Oh yeah, don't drink milk before sing or stream. It's milk and also acidic stuff. So no orange juice either. Nothing that's acidic. Who's the Asian actor in Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus? I feel like... Oh, but actually, on the topic of this is a completely random tangent. On the topic of enunciation, I think for me personally, that's why I've always been a fan of Eminem, the rapper, is because he's kind of gotten a little worse over the years, but like during his heyday, like his peak time, he was really, really good at enunciating every single word that he was rhyming. So even though he's rapping really, really fast and making all these elaborate schemes, I could follow it at least kind of because he was enunciating. He was enunciating really, really well. I need to work for it, man. Of course. Of course you gotta work for it. You think I do this for free? Your voice sounds the same for me. I don't have a good ear for those changes. That's okay. That's okay. Everyone's different. My voice definitely declines if I'm constantly speaking for too long. Yeah. Yeah. Also, to answer your question from much, much earlier, yes, I have been to Japan. It was like a year prior to the pandemic. And yeah, I can't do mumble rap. I need lyrics. If I'm listening to mumble rap, I need lyrics because I like caring about the wordplay and the rhyming schemes and, you know, all the intricacies and all the work that the blood, sweat, and tears that they put into the lyrics. I want to be able, if you're going to put in that much work, I want to be able to see it and appreciate it. And if I can't appreciate it because the way that you're doing it is mumbling, then I will still give it justice by at least looking up the lyrics. Anything you eat or drink to help your voice for long streams or singing streams? Ooh, excuse me. Really just water. Oh, there was actually on the topic is an interesting one that I found kind of works and kind of doesn't. It depends on the mixture. Is a honey lemon tea. When I go to karaoke, I would order a honey lemon. But you really have to be careful with the mix because the honey is very soothing to your voice, but then you have the lemon that's kind of acidic. And sometimes people add sugar. I sometimes add sugar to it because it gets too salty. Like soury? Is that sugar? Oh, no, that's a different drink. Sorry. I don't add sugar. Never mind. It's just honey lemon. But yeah, honey lemon tea is pretty good. So I would recommend that.
Who don't necessarily script our stuff all the way through.
Hell no.
Where it's like,
But,
I think
water.
it's a little
Mostly
bit easier
water.
because we're not used to the rhythm of, you know, a certain way that we say certain things that only we can write.
Yeah.
for
I
example.
think I agree, but I think that for me too, like it just made me think of something. How as I would write the script out, because I think this is probably why my voice and like the way I spoke changed. I want to be as real as possible.
Yeah.
So I became very, very aware of times I repeated words
Yeah.
when I said
Yeah.
when I did a lot of these things. So like anytime I would say the same word twice, I didn't like that. And I became aware even in like everyday speech,
Yeah.
I will not say the same word twice. I will try. I just was like, I became aware. I don't know why. I just stopped doing it.
Right.
Right.
So
But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad habit.
It's not
to
Brand's
have.
vocabulary is off the charts.
no, it's just like it sounds bad. It's only really occurring to me right now. Like, let's say this, if you want to call this like a bottle.
Yeah.
If I were to say like, oh, like this bottle's really cool, if I were to have to say the word bottle twice in like really close together, I would probably just not say it. I'd say this. I wouldn't say bottle.
Right.
Because I just became
like you wouldn't replace it with like a synonym. Like you wouldn't be like, this bottle's really cool. I really like this container.
that too close is weird.
Yeah.
But it's like I became abundantly aware when like in a script someone would be like, this bottle's really cool.
You've already
I
mentioned
bought
it's
this
a bottle. Yeah, I see.
It's like, I
Okay,
bought
see.
this
Yeah.
bottle the other day because I like
yeah,
bottles.
yeah.
Like that started just hurting me so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be like,
That
just in
is pretty
everyday
good though. It's a good habit to
speech,
develop to
I would
stop
stop
not say the
repeating
word
words if they were too close. And
Right.
sometimes I would get a sentence that I couldn't find a replacement,
Yeah.
and I just kind of wouldn't
Mention it.
I'd just be like this, or like I would just like you know,
makes sense,
just
though.
give
Yeah,
up,
but
or I won't mention it.
That makes sense. I mean, that.
But it
that-
makes no sense because people aren't, and it got really bad in text messages. Because sometimes I wouldn't find.
Okay,
I
in
couldn't.
text, that sounds weird.
No, but
Yeah.
I couldn't find a way to not repeat the word.
Right.
Oh
I would
no!
just not reply.
Oh no, dude!
I think that's OCD.
That's when I started to realize I'm like, my life is not a performance. I don't. There was no
I
repercussions.
can't
to
believe
it.
he's
Text you, like, was
censoring.
the
He's
script good?
essentially rewriting his
What's good?
text.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay, yeah,
god.
sorry.
It wasn't like there were no repercussions.
Also,
It's
hello,
just that
Marcus.
I
Welcome to
started
the
noticing the
stream.
lip smacking and the repeated words so much that when I heard other people do it,
It bothered you?
especially with my brother, I'd be like, "What is this guy doing?" Like that's so, like it would feel like nails on a chalkboard. So that when I would
no.
do it, I would suddenly become like weirdly self-aware as I'm talking,
that makes
and it would stop me.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
god.
That makes sense.
But that's why I feel like it changed the way I spoke and the way I did a lot of stuff because I was like so aware. I became super aware of the way I spoke.
This is the making the murder of Nile Red. It's like, this is the backstory.
I gotta loosen
It
things
is
up
almost some
though.
American
Well, damn.
stuff.
How many? There's so many text messages that have.
There's-
Such an intro.
We
Like,
didn't even get to talk about why you're in Japan or anime or anything. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, everything else you told was so goddamn interesting that I didn't give a shit about asking you about anime.
honestly, I'm gonna-
No, seriously, this is the most entertaining episode I've ever seen so far. I think this makes like number one in terms of episodes that I've ever seen of Trash Taste. This is fantastic. Um, this dude is so fascinating. Oh my lord. Um, Hi Marcus, how are you doing? And also Art. Hello. Oh my god, you guys okay? I if I haven't said hi to you, I'm sorry. Hi Art. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I promise I'll get to the end of this video eventually. We're almost there. We're almost there. And then after I'll play. We'll see what you guys want me to do. Do you want me to watch? Do you want to watch me play Minecraft, and I show you my little house that I've made, or do you want me to start watching Nile Red's videos because I'm very interested in what he does. I've never watched his shit before, and I'm so fascinated about this guy. Oh my god. Neil Red? Yeah, this is the guy. He's the Nile Red. Oh, sorry. That guy. Nile Red. No, I kept pointing at Gart. No, he the other dude that's over in the corner. Doing good, and how are you? Well, I was watching this episode while I was eating dinner, and now we're still here. I started stream like at around. Oh, you can't even see my mouse.
I'm hardly
Here.
saying a word this podcast.
Oops. Like around. It was like kind of halfway through, kind of around here, where he's talking about making pure capsaicin. Wait, that's him? Apparently that's him. So surprise to the people who know about him. And an even bigger surprise to me who found out she was subscribed to him even though she doesn't remember clicking the button nor watching any of his videos. But like, hey, I'm convinced now. I am so convinced. Okay, no, we'll get to the end. We'll get to the end. We're almost there.
I'm just like, I just want to hear.
So, yeah.
I just
I'm
want to hear
almost
more
there.
about
Yeah.
what the like the antics you've gotten
Yeah,
up to.
sometimes you just have some guests who just have such fucking weird stories and lives that
I
it's
just
like,
turned into an audience member.
yeah, I just want to hear what
I
you have to
mean-
say. Because you obviously, like, especially when you're the type of YouTuber that you are, that through your YouTube videos, we don't really get to see your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I find there's just so much more questions to ask.
yeah.
That's why I find it fun coming on, like, and doing
Yeah.
stuff. Because I mean, before the podcast that, like,
Safety third. Was,
before Safety Third, I never talked about anything.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't
What
know
is
anything
safety?
about
Is
me.
Safety
Just
Third
sat
the
in a corner.
podcast
Yeah.
thing?
Well, I meant, like, I was very like everything is scripted, right?
I've
So you'd be
never
very
watched that
careful what you
either.
say.
You were like they didn't know anything about you.
Yeah.
No, like, and I would never be like, I'm just gonna make a video talking about myself. Like, why?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I was the same way
Chad.
where before Trash Taste, everyone only knew me for my scripts. And
Yeah.
nothing about what you did or your personality or anything like
Yeah.
that, right?
And it's like, unless you're gonna go out and make like proper content, it feels like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Whereas like it feels like what you're trying to get out is casual.
Yeah.
But you're now going down the same path of just like making more scripted content to try to
Exactly.
show how you're like casual side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So until the podcast, I just kind of didn't really have.
Well, I can see why now through this podcast you never did a draw my life because it would have just been fucking chaotic. Just like so, when I was 9, I bought my first blowtorch, and it's just like okay,
It's
You had a wild.
the
child.
one thing
you had
I'd
a
say
wild child.
is 'cause
Yeah.
it's my friend. I should give him a shout out, Greg. I don't know if he's gonna watch this. He's in another. He's in Australia.
Hey,
too.
let's
There's a
go.
lot of he was the guy who did like all the childhood stuff, like
Right,
projects
right.
with. I remember him coming to me. I went to the same elementary school as him, but then like not the same high school or Sasia, but then we reunited in university.
Yeah.
I remember him telling me, he's like, yeah, in this time, like I talked to a lot of people about my childhood, and he goes, I would literally be like, oh, you know when you were younger and you'd like build bike ramps, and they're like,
No.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's like, you know, like you play with fireworks,
no.
and he's like, do you
I
know like
didn't.
BB guns, and they're like, I like play video games, I like read books.
I play video games.
He's like, I started to realize my childhood wasn't normal.
Because, like, I was going to one thing I wanted to ask.
I'm
was,
so curious
did
if
you
that
have
was
video
because
games?
of this
Yeah,
guy
we
or is it
played a
because of
lot.
Greg?
Okay.
Okay, okay.
I don't have time. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Basically, like long story short, we did all of this because how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, so I'm 30,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Oh,
maybe you
Oh,
got
wait, we're, like,
more
similar
into the digital
age,
age
okay.
younger.
Yeah,
Whereas like
definitely.
I only got internet when I was like 12.
yeah.
So that was like the tipping point.
we
of,
had.
there was nothing else to do.
There was a very
I-
good
I-
chunk
I-
of childhood
I gotta
that
tell
was
you,
very
as a
much more
30-year-old,
like.
As a 32-year-old.
Yes, 30-year-olds, we exist.
The internet is the only thing.
Yeah, to be
holding
fair,
that
I
out.
just went to the park.
Like every 30-year-old is just like a mad scientist.
After that, I did end up getting like really into video games, and that's
Yeah.
kind of where like the period I didn't do a lot of.
Oh my god, he
projects.
should
But I will say, I also did
stream.
things like
Yeah,
you know,
Connor
I
looks
sometimes
older than
just
him.
put
What the
little circuits
fuck?
Together, you click a button, and a light bulb turns on. I did some simple things.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
god.
All right, before you incriminate yourself further, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience or want to promote?
Yeah, shout out your YouTube channel.
All right,
Yeah.
links down below.
Alright, everyone,
Check them out.
everyone go check out
He's the
Niall
most
Green.
humble dude I've ever. Oh my
Everyone go to our
god.
YouTube channel.
Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Go check out the Safety Third podcast as well.
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
wanna
the
hear
one
more
with- that's the
crazy
one
ass
with
things, because
William
we only had
Osmond.
2 hours, but I feel like we've not even come
Oh my
close to
God,
unpacking
okay.
I also
everything
feel like
we
I
need to.
should have like I feel like I wanted to ask you guys more stuff too. 'cause I don't know.
No.
We talk enough about ourselves.
We're
it's
fu-
fine.
we
I don't
shut
know.
the fuck up.
I genuinely don't know like too much about you
I'm-
guys.
Well, we'll come on your podcast.
Yeah, go on the podcast and then
reverse the
he
roles
can
of it.
ask
They
questions.
just asked me about anime when I went on, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I don't
Oh my
know.
god.
But hey, look at all these patrons though.
Oh,
on the
wow.
screen.
Dre,
They
hello,
just-
hello.
Thank you so much.
They definitely blew up shit when they were little.
Who's the
Backyard
craziest patron? Point
scientist
at one on the screen
Alan
right now.
Pan. I don't know these
Wait,
people.
where would it be?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
all-
right
all-
there.
yeah,
There you go,
Interesting.
There you go. There you go. You
So
know
just
the
like
guys.
all
Yeah.
the scientists just
Oh,
came
cool.
together to
sorry.
make a
Hey, if you want to
podcast.
support the show, then go to our Patreon, patreon.com/trash taste. Also follow us on Twitter,
Oh my
send us some
God.
memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify.
Interesting.
And again, yeah, go check out our stuff. Links in the description.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, I love Trash Taste so much. It's insane how much I love them. But yeah, Jay, hey, how are you? Bro, how you doing? I hope you've been doing well. Is that what we doing these days? Yeah. Feels weird to self-promote or try to make ourselves look good. You'll relate. I can relate. I relate to that so hard. Okay, this is now the time for chat participation. Do you want me to continue to watch? Do we want to watch more Nile Red videos? Because I've never seen any of them. Or do we want to watch me play Minecraft? And then maybe oh yeah, I want to see the Nile Green short. I want to see how they, because like how well done is this deep fake? So we would watch the real thing and then the fake thing. poll. Okay. Let me do a poll. Hold on. New poll. Okay. What do? So, well, Nile red. Nile green. We can also add in safety first, because what the heck is that? Was that what it's called? Safety first? Oh, third. Safety third. Wait, why is it third? And then Fira play Minecraft. How long do you guys want it? 3 minutes? Is 3 minutes enough? Well, when you see Nile Red Shorts, you'll see why it's not safety first. Oh my god, okay. Here, we'll do for 3 minutes. There's the poll. What do you want to do? You guys get 3 minutes to decide what you want me to do. I'm honestly very, very curious what this guy does. I still can't believe I'm subscribed to him. Oh, his name is Nigel. I recommend the shorts in part because they're short so you can get through them and then do other things on stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys need to watch this episode. I only started at like the latter half of the thing. But goddamn, this guy's life is insane. It's insane. Oh my god. His childhood really is not, I guess you could say, average. Poll is at the top. It says what do. It sounds like it was a very interesting childhood. It really was. It's fascinating his parents being like what he said. He said his father worked with fireworks and that's how he learned. And like, oh god, what was it? Okay, he said his father worked with fireworks, and then that's when he started to learn how to make like the powder. And like there was a lot of shit about BB guns and shooting it at people, and his dad having a good sense of safety, and like his dad watching TV while he's doing shit in the garage, exploding things, getting shrapnel in his hand. He's got to have one of the most chillest families I've ever heard of. Oh, lol, yeah. Yeah, it runs in the family, apparently. Okay, the winner is Nile Red. We are watching Nile Red videos. Okay, cool. I've literally never seen any of these guys' videos before. Should I watch the first one? Okay, let's see. Hello? Oh my god, I thought that said convicted, and I was like, he didn't mention this on the podcast. Hey, this one has him in it.
About 2 years ago, I became convinced that there was a way to turn cotton balls into edible and hopefully tasty cotton candy. At first, this idea seemed a bit ridiculous.
Oh, he looks more mixed in this one.
But I knew that it should have been possible. This is because cotton, even though it doesn't seem like it at all, is technically entirely sugar. The only problem is that all this sugar,
mixed like
or
half
more
Asian, I think
specifically
so.
glucose, is trapped in something called cellulose. As cellulose,
Wait,
it
wait,
acts
wait,
like
wait.
a
No,
complete
okay. The subtitles are covering the fuck that up. I want to see what's going on.
completely different material, and we can use it to make things like cotton balls and clothing. At its core, though, it's all just sugar. So,
Did it
what I
take a
dreamed
while?
of doing
Oh, this is
was
30
breaking
minutes.
down
Oh,
pro-
right. You recommended me to do the shorts. Oh, okay. Sorry. I can do the shorts. How do I find those? I don't think he uploads shorts on this channel. I can try to find a shorter video, though. Oh, okay. Oh!
What I
Oh!
have here
He does have them in separate... Oh my god. Okay, then what does this one...
what I have here
Is... Oh god. Oh god.
is a really hot and scary mixture of sulfuric acid and hydrogen peroxide, also known as piranha solution, and this is just a regular chicken drumstick. I've been really curious to know what it would do to a piece of chicken, and I'll just carefully lower it in. Almost immediately, it started bubbling, and the reaction slowly got more and more violent.
Fried chicken?
I was a bit worried that it would spill out of the beaker, which would have been a huge disaster. It thankfully started calming down, though, which was good, but once it had cleared up, I was absolutely horrified by what I saw.
Why are we
The
horrified?
entire part that was in the acid was gone. Everything, including the bone, had apparently been removed, and it was almost like the drumstick had been sliced
What?
in half.
That's not what it looks like to me. I feel
I
like the
then
bone is
continued
still
adding
there.
peroxide,
Oh, it's black
and the
now.
reaction started getting violent again. The piranha solution was vaporizing anything that was made of carbon
Oh,
and turning it into CO2 gas.
what
It
the
was
heck?
also apparently dissolving the bone, which is something I really didn't
I-
expect.
I feel like I can still see the bone, though. Oh my god, it's like... it looked
When I
like
eventually
coffee.
stopped adding the peroxide, I was actually shocked by what I saw.
Oh,
There was absolutely nothing left,
it's
and I
gone.
think this is one of the most terrifying things I've ever done.
Forbidden coffee. That was forbidden iced coffee right there. When it was like... Where is it? Here? Where he starts adding it, and then it starts turning... like, it looks like forbidden... Right? Look, okay. At the beginning, it looks pretty
The acid
scary.
was
And then
gone.
halfway through...
Action started
Okay,
getting
this is
violent
pretty
again.
black. So you
piranha
could
solution
argue it looks kind of like coffee.
was vaporizing anything that was made of carbon and turning it into CO2 gas.
And
There
that
was also
also isn't it bad for him to breathe in CO2 gas? Like,
apparently dissolving the bone, which is something I really didn't expect.
it looks kind of okay here. Like this, it looked okay. I thought I would drink this. If I didn't know what it was, it looks drinkable. Assuming if I didn't know what this is. But CO2 isn't immediately harmful. Oh my god. See these words? These words are always so terrifying. Isn't immediately harmful. It can be harmful later, but not right now. It's not harmful yet. Oh my god. He has a fume hood over this. Like, probably in it. Oh, he better. I hope he does. Gotta be one of the most dangerous phrases. Dangerous. This is forbidden coffee, okay? Until it started to turn this color, then I was like, okay, now it kind of looks like forbidden matcha. If it was just like the nice color of brown, it doesn't look that bad. It actually doesn't look that bad. But goddamn, okay. What else he got? Does he have a playlist that we can just watch through? Popular shorts. Longer than... Okay, let's just do popular. Hello?
This is bromine. It's chemically very
Oh, he talked about this. He said bromine in the podcast. He said bromine is one of the most toxic things, and that he said he got it on his arm once, and then he said there's like a liquid you have on the side that if you get it on your arm, you just pour the neutralizing liquid and then you're fine. I was like, okay. He said it so nonchalantly. I was like, bro, this guy's on some shit. I hope he's okay. Oh my god. Holy moly, there's so many. Okay, I guess that's what this stream is now. We're just watching Nile Red TikToks. I did not know we would be on here. I'd be so scared, yo, same.
similar to chlorine, except chlorine's a gas and bromine's a liquid.
Oh god.
It also lets off a lot of nasty orange vapor, and this is why I sealed it in glass.
Okay, but like, where is he?
Bromine's really dense, and it's more than 3 times as dense as water.
Oh, he is
And this
shaking.
makes its vapor
A
really
little.
heavy.
But he says he films it a lot.
Bromine's notoriously difficult to store, and if I just put it all back into a bottle or something, it would damage everything around it. So I have to seal it again in a glass ampule that I made from a test tube. This is mercury metal.
Okay, that video. Oh. What the fuck? This is why the podcast is safety third. That whole process was... Was he wearing a mask through that? Bro, I don't even know. I see what you mean by now safety third. What the fuck? Coffee essence. It's very distilled orange juice. Orange extract. That's it. It's orange coffee. There we go. Wouldn't be surprised if he had to wear a gas mask. Oh my lord. I am not prepared for these shorts. I just now realize. Oh my god. Okay.
Metal. It's one of the only elements that's liquid at room temperature, and it's also very dense. It's even denser than lead, and it can float this bag of lead on top of it.
His hands are touching the thing!
Mercury's known for being very toxic, but in its metallic form, it's kind of okay to touch.
Why did you say kind of? The way that these people say things, it's so terrifying. Like, what does that mean, kind of? My man touched Kurt Mercury like nothing. He's touching it right now. He's touching it right now.
This is because, as long as you don't have any cuts or anything, it's not able to go through skin. But it does let off invisible vapor that you can breathe.
He has a cut here, right there. Like, what? Okay, he said that you can touch it if you don't have a cut or anything, but there's a cut right there. Hello? Is my man okay?
In, which can lead to mercury poisoning.
Oh.
So, even though it is kind of fun to play with mercury and to touch it, I really don't recommend it.
Okay,
This is just a regular-
these are going way too fast. Holy crap. He's 2 centimeters to meet God. Have you heard about the scientist who got a drop of organic mercury on her latex glove and died from mercury poisoning? What? Does organic mercury melt latex? Or is there some sort of chemical reaction? What? No, I haven't. Also, that's terrifying. Why is this going so fast? Okay, I'm kind of curious about the goddamn comments right
This-
now. Hold, no. Okay, I'm very curious about the comments. Okay, so we're not the only ones who noticed that he has an exposed cut on his index finger. Cause hello, sir. Oh, a metal very similar to mercury is okay. I cannot see this shit. Is gallium? If you have the urge to play with a liquid metal that turns into a solid, I recommend getting that. It's safe to touch with no toxic fumes. At room temperature, it's solid, but it can start melting in your hands. Pretty cool. Hey. It goes through latex, I believe. That was when scientists learned how dangerous organic mercury is. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Okay, note to self, do not mix mercury and latex. Got it. Got it. Thank you for telling me.
This is just a regular ice cube, and if I drop it into water, it floats. This is because as water freezes, it expands, and the density of the solid becomes less than the liquid. This, on the other hand, is another ice cube that I made,
Oh, that's
but
cool.
this one's kind of special.
You made ice cubes.
Because it's actually able to sink. This isn't because of
Oh.
some weird ice cube making trick, though, and it's just because I made it using heavy water. This heavy water, which is also known as D2O, is about 11% denser than regular H2O. So, while it still
Oh.
expands when it freezes, this extra density allows
D20.
it to still stay heavier than regular water, and I think that's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool too. But also, why are we not calling it a D20? That was a perfect time to make a D&D reference. How many bits to make you make with mercury? You mean touch mercury? No amount of bits because I have a bad habit of biting my fingernails. So I would have exposed cuts and get mercury poisoning almost instantaneously. So maybe not. So there's your answer. So I think Canada still has a reserve of heavy water because it's used in CANDU nuclear reactors. Here's a thing that's been going around in Canadian TikTok is that people are speculating that our water is very hard. So we need a filter, need to buy a special filter for our shower heads in order to not keep damaging our hair. And I kind of agree with that. I think Canadian water is a little too hard. I think that was the word. It's too hard. And hello, Toshigawa. Hey, do you happen to have an apple with you there? Depends. Are you going to ask something sus or weird? What is your question with the apple? I feel like big cities have good water. Apparently, New York has bad water, but because the bad water makes for good pizza. So there's an upside and then there's a downside. Downside, apparently New York has not the best water. Upside, makes for better pizza. So, I don't know. Just an apple? Well, I can give you Rigo apple. Rigo, where are you? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself to a chatter who is asking for an apple? Huh? Rigo says, do I happen to have an apple with you there? I have an apple in chat. I swear to God, if this is gonna become an Applebee's nuts, I swear to God, I will. I'm not gonna ban you, but I'm gonna time you out. I will sacrifice if you give me the red hoodie. I mean, I can send you the PNG of the hoodie if you want it. Like, yes, Kikushi red hoodie. At some point during a Grimlight stream, I turned on a Red Riding Hood. Excuse me. Red Riding Hood outfit toggle, and Rigo is completely obsessed with it. So, yeah. Wait, okay, so we've seen enough of these shorts. Enough to like get the hang of it. So let's make this. Oh god, okay. Yeah, let's go for Nile Green because I'm very curious now. Oh my god, he's got like his videos on it, and they've done a podcast on it. Okay, let's try if he was bad at chemistry, I guess.
It's your boy Nilegrin again. Today I'm extracting more caffeine from my... Oh no, I dropped my glasses in acid again.
Wait,
Which pair is it? I can't see. So unfortunate. Oh my god, something is wrong. I think I might be bad at chemistry.
What?
I don't know, my caffeine is... Anyway, after boiling the solution down, it turned into a nice white powder. The
That's
final yield,
marshmallow.
342
Or
grams.
cocaine.
Are you joking? Pathetic. That's not the 1 kilogram yield of caffeine I was hoping for. I need life hacks to be better at chemistry and get my caffeine yield to 1 kilogram. Warning, these life hacks are dangerous. So don't follow what you see in this video. It is for entertainment and educational purposes.
What the
only.
fuck?
Look, I made some free boiling chips. I can already feel myself getting better at chemistry. I am completely fine, by the way. This is because I had this fire extinguisher nearby. The second life hack you probably shouldn't try.
Why
is
did he
to
take off
use
his
Buncho
glasses?
balloons.
I mean, his
These
gloves.
can easily store my chemicals with a predetermined amount of liquid already measured out for me because they contain around 200 milliliters each. Remember to label your
What
chemicals.
is
now I can easily
this?
add liquids without measuring it out every time. It's a huge time saver. Also, this makes for a very colorful lab. Here I got ethanol, methanol, HCl, acetone, forgot, mystery,
Forgot,
danger,
mystery.
and legally cannot say. I just need sulfuric acid and hydrogen peroxide, and then oh no, this is really f***ing bad. Anyway, just throw the sulfuric acid in the glass and then the hydrogen peroxide.
Oh my god.
That was so fun to clean. So now I'm going to test this life
This
hack
is so
by extracting
chaotic.
caffeine from coffee again. You should be familiar with this procedure. Add dichloromethane
Oh.
and methanol to the ground coffee. The dichloromethane is to dissolve
Oh
the
my
caffeine. Now
God.
add some extra methanol to give me my spontaneously combusting fire, which keeps it warm. Also, don't forget to add in sodium carbonate.
bro,
Also,
the
remember to
oh
stir
my
the
god,
solution.
the latex
Now
stuff.
my hand is very
Whoa.
warm. My hand can now
His hand's
warm
on
the
fire.
solution too. Remember to filter into 4-ply toilet paper for that extra smooth. Oh no, my
What?
fire. It happened again. Me sad. Now for the next step. Most people don't know
My
this,
hand is
but
going.
if you leave the valve open on a separatory funnel, something interesting happens. Add in 15 milliliters DCM and then slowly add the filtered solution. You can see something is happening. The organic layer is being Thanos snapped out of existence. It's
Oh,
either that or I
okay,
still have
that's
my
safe.
Jesus privileges.
It looks
now we
safe.
just have our pure clear product. Oil it down with a blowtorch until you're left with the nice white caffeine powder. Now weigh how much we got. I'm hoping for 100% yield from this method, but I'm happy with 99. Wait, negative 4 grams. That can't be right. Maybe I weighed it wrong. Oh good, it's a higher number. Wait, oh f***, it's negative 483 grams. I need better life.
What?
I am so furious I can't believe my life hacks failed me. I
Oh.
gotta come up with something better.
Oh,
This blender
it's all
will help
on fire.
solve away my misery. Caffeine was my friend. Caffeine was my life. I need my caffeine. A world without caffeine is a world without love, hope, and dreams. As Albert Einstein once said,
video?
everybody can extract caffeine, but if you judge a fish by its ability to make caffeine, then it will live its whole life in
What?
caffeine. Caffeine, caffeine.
Caffeine.
I will make that 1 kilogram caffeine if it's the last thing I'll do. This is my destiny, my grand finale of an extraction. So anyway, here is my yield, 999
Quick interruption, this is my real voice. I've been using an AI voice of
Oh.
Thank you all for 100,000 subscribers.
But anyway, I have
Oh, that's
another
what he
life
actually
hack.
sounds
Inside
like.
this case is something so powerful and secret that I can't show it to you in this room. Let's go to a more secure location.
His briefcase. Oh, that's what he looks like.
This room is safe.
Wow, we're getting a
Let
lot
me
of
show you what's
reveals.
inside. And yep, I have Rick Sanchez portal gun. I'm going to use
What?
this to get better glassware. There we go, and we just walked through. This is the smartest heist in history. No one will ever
Death
seem to
Note
know.
song.
Oh shit, I was just visiting. I was just going to ask if I could borrow your glass.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Well, wait, where the f am I? This isn't the lab. What? Hey, I think I'm locked up in a garden shed. Luckily, I always keep chemicals on me for these common occurrences. First is sulfuric acid.
Luckily, I
Next,
keep
lose my
wait,
silly, this is my
chemicals on
uranium.
me
I
for
should
these
put that back so I don't lose
situations.
it. Now here is my hydrogen peroxide. All I have to do is mix these together and I now have Corona solution on my hand. Come on, please work. Oh my god, that was so easy. Now I gotta get out of here.
That's not. Oh god.
man, I'm still
I'm
in his
so
house.
afraid he's
I
gonna
gotta
set
get
something
outta
on
here
fire
fast.
again.
Typical explosion sandfire. You can't kidnap me that easily. I will run like the Flash. I'm sorry I didn't think you would see me. I was only going to take 50% of your chemicals so you wouldn't notice.
50% is a lot,
I'm
my
so
dude.
tired, I need a breather. This is exhausting. Woohoo, I escaped. That was so easy. Security guard. Oh no. Oh ouch. Stop tackling me.
Oh my god, we're watching a crime happen.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Explosions in Fire. I make videos on this channel now. Yellow chemistry is so fun. I love this. Subscribe to set me free, please.
Oh wow, he's actually got the. I think he started putting these on there when Nile Red talked to him about it. Oh my god. Oh my, okay, no, you know what? I would be so I don't know. From watching Nile Red's videos, right? He definitely seems like a very careful person now compared to this dude. Like a very, very I can't believe it. Nile Red feels like a very tame version of a chemist compared to Mr. Green. This Nile Green version. Clearly. I don't know if Nile or what's his name, Nigel? I don't know if Nigel ever really needed to worry that this guy is actually him. Because that was such a departure from Nile Red's like usual videos. Yeah, it does sound real enough. Though I don't know if I was convinced at the beginning. At the beginning I was like, whoa, this is way too chaotic. Like it doesn't seem like Nigel would be that chaotic. If you've seen him smashing his beakers. Wait, what? Now okay, hold on. I'm curious about that now. Why does it say he tried to... Wait, Nile Blue?
A few months ago, cheaper.
He has
I was
his
facing a huge
own
financial
brand
loss.
of
I
beakers?
felt like it was a total waste if I just threw them out, though. So instead,
Hold on.
I just
I'm sorry. He has his own brand of beaker. You can buy his beakers? You just get it from his merch store or what? Oh, that's cool. His enamel pin is cool. And he's a molecule. Oh, it's a DFTBA. Okay, but like, where do you buy his beak? Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all sold out. Yo, good for him. Holy shit, that's expensive though. Oh, in bulk. Oh, heck. Oh yeah, because he's Canadian. They're all in Canada. Hey, I don't have to pay shipping on this. Should I buy one when it's on sale? I kind of want the tiny one just for like collectible. Be like, I want a Neil Red beaker just to support a fellow Canadian. Cause it's only $4 and like he's in Canada, so shipping's gonna be cheap as hell. See, it says they can even be used as cups. That's actually kind of okay. What does it look like? That's it. That's kind of cute. Should I get one for baking? If I get one for baking, then I usually need something bigger though. Like 500 ml. Because baking is pretty. Oh, are they food safe? That's a good question. They did. I mean, it does say that it's good for general chemistry. Baking is a science. Baking is chemistry. Excuse me, sorry. The plus side of baking is that you can eat the thing after. So I would argue it's better than chemistry. Ha. Oh, he's on TikTok. Of course he's on TikTok. Interesting. Dude needs a branding redone though. A rebrand.
Decided to have some fun with it.
Okay, let's see how he... This is what he says is having fun with it. I fully expected him to submerge them into like chemicals or something as fun. Hold on. So has anyone told this guy that there is a actual place in Canada, I will not specify where you can actually just bring your own materials to a place to break them? 'Cause like you don't have to clean it up. You just do the breaking. It's specifically meant for you, and they'll give you stuff to break if you don't have your own things to break. You can just bring that there to break it and then just walk away because they'll have to deal with the cleanup instead of you. Because now you have to clean it all up. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh, that was a good shot. His aim's pretty good. I'm sorry. Vacuum cleaner? Is that like, maybe that's an industrial one? That kind of looks like an industrial one. Okay, never mind. Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Nile Green definitely what would you say it? Nile Green definitely had some sort of definitely chaotic. I kind of want to watch that again. Well, not again. I kind of want to watch another one. What was the other one? Christmas? It's shocking, but it's fascinating at the same time. We could check out the first Nile Green. I want to see the Christmas one, the two that are recommended.
So I got this present sent to me from Santa, so let's just open it up. I bet it's something to help with my chemical syntheses. Maybe for extracting the calcium from my bones and turning it into... Why is there nothing in here? Santa, what the f***? It's Argon LOL. Santa, you're so mean to me. I'm going to yeet my Christmas tree off a cliff.
Oh!
Oops, this is the worst Christmas ever. Have fun putting presents under that now, Santa. So it's Christmas 2020.
I mean, props for the effort. He had to go up there.
Open the correct side. That isn't concerning at all. How am I supposed to... Oh, what do? I need to get rid of this. I'll hit it with the power of my hand. Oh no, my present. Come back, I want to open you. I'm sorry for slapping you with my unlimited power. I really want to see what's inside of you, please. Nani, can't say Dorifto. Oh my god, it's gonna die. Thank you, tree. You're the best. Santa's being real cheeky this year. I wonder what's actually inside. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo determines red side.
What the fuck?
Oh, looky what we have here. A fractionating column. Mine recently broke from a hammer.
A
Oh
what?
God, I opened the wrong side. Quick,
Oh,
I'll use my
okay,
new
okay.
baton. Everything's okay. Everything is not okay. What the do I do now?
Why
Oh my
is it
God, my
always
hair is on
fire?
again. Why does this always happen to me? It singes my eyeballs. This is so annoying. Don't worry, I can still revive this Christmas. I'll take some ashes from my burnt Christmas tree.
Oh,
Since these
no.
are made of carbon, if I just compress these hard enough together in my hand, this took years of practice, you get a diamond. Yep,
The
science is
fuck?
cool, right? I made such a beautiful diamond. I wonder what I'll get next Christmas. It's Christmas 2021, and I'm happy because I didn't ask for anything potentially lethal.
Oh,
that
he
might
knows
try
his
to
name
kill
is
me.
Nigel.
Although I'm starting to
Oh,
think these
God,
aren't from
okay.
Santa. But anyway, check out my opening skills. I wonder what it is this time. I hope it's better than that one time I asked for sodium cyanide for gold recovery, but received it as a pill. Solve it. Love from Santa. Well, this is interesting. What am I solving exactly? Wait a second. It's you. I'm gonna die. The thing that's worse than yellow chemistry. I'm going to need extra protection from this math. I'm going to give it my all. Wish me luck, guys. Oh, dude, I'm the best.
This is
I'm
not Nile
actually
Red,
doing
this is
it.
Nile
I'm a
Green.
god. I
The
can't
more
believe
chaotic
how good I am.
version.
I am a math genius working on super quantum states of being. Guys, I think my third
Does
eye is
Nile Red
opening.
actually
This
not
math
like
is a
math?
piece of cake with my 1 million IQ play right here. Okay,
Has
I
he
totally
mentioned
just
that?
got it. It's 069. Wait, with the actual this is no fair. I just have to try harder. Harder, better, faster, stronger. This is depressing. I got a better idea. Submerge it in piranha solution. My acid has been extra hungry recently. This will eat through like it's nothing. I can't believe this math is acid proof. I need more power. There's no way math can beat
No,
a microwave.
no!
Let's try 99 minutes and 99 seconds. I bet it's
Oh.
charcoal by now. Oh my god, the math beat the microwaves. I need
God, I
even
thought we
more
were gonna
power.
get a shot of
What
it in the
I'm about to do
microwave.
is very dangerous and is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So don't repeat after me. You can see all the deadly, I mean fun toys inside. Before touching anything, I short out the overpowered defibrillator with a screwdriver.
Wait,
and
what?
it's holding a charge. Now I can take out my metal brick. This is the 2000 volt lethal wire, and this is the AC input. Just have to hook everything together correctly, and I now have the almighty power of Zeus in my hands. Torture time. Take that. Die. Chemistry and physics will always be more applicable in the real world than you. Do you wanna give me the password? Or do you want more?
Will always be more applicable than
Zapping.
you.
Surely you will give in now. Are you kidding me? How are you so strong? Just a little modification will persuade the math to give in. 24 inches of thick battery lead coiled around will give me hundreds of amps of power. Just
Oh
gotta
my
connect her up and
God.
nothing can stand in the way now. Let's test this on a steel nail. I love to hear the agonizing scream of hundreds of amps pumping through this piece of metal. I am amazing. This is genius. Good luck surviving this. Math. This is going to hit you so hard. I want to see you burn. Burn like the sun. Burn until you melt into an unrecognizable puddle of slag. It's actually doing it.
Oh my
I am
God.
defeating the map. Oh, well I guess that works too. Now I can finally remove the
Oh
protective
my
covering and
God.
rip away this godforsaken gibberish. After all this effort, karate chop, there better be something worth it inside. Wait, what is this? It's all brick. Hold on, there is a piece of paper. It says 1, 2, 3 fuck. This better not be what I think it is. No, it can't be. There's no way. I thought I destroyed you. 1, 2, and 3. I have been played. I'm so angry.
Why don't you just set it on fire again? Oh,
YouTube
there you go.
doesn't remove another one of my videos, then next video I think I might accidentally start tripping on some acid as a parody, of course. So
We start tripping on some acid as a parody, of course. Okay, first of all, I really did not expect that guy to take apart the fucking microwave. Oh my god. What did I just see? And hello, your Annihilator, welcome. I have not seen Electro Boom. Chem is, in fact, a crap ton of math. Is it? I don't actually know. What did I just watch? What the fuck was this? When he started taking apart the microwave? Where was that? That was like what? I mean, at least he gave you a warning, but what?
Repeat after me. You can see all the deadly, I mean fun toys inside. Before touching anything, I short out the
Deadly fun toys inside. Yeah.
powered defibrillator with a screwdriver in case it's holding a charge. Now I can take out my
Good
metal
luck with
brick.
your homework,
This is
your
the
annihilator.
2000 volt lethal wire, and this is the AC input. Just have to hook everything together correctly, and I now have the almighty power of Zeus in my hand.
This is scary. What is he even holding? Like, is that a fucking lightsaber?
Input. Just have to hook everything together correctly, and I now have the almighty power of Zeus in my hands.
Oh my god, I can't. Nile Green is absolutely too chaotic for me. And now he's Mr. Green instead. 2 million views, holy shit. Oh my god, Nile Red commented, at this point, I feel like you put more effort into your videos than I do. Bro. Senpai noticed you. That's the feel right now. So, like, according to Nigel, or the original Nile Red, according to him, when he did talk to this green guy, the green guy said that his plan was not to continue making Nile Red video, like parody videos, that he was gonna continue, like, expand into other YouTubers. So I'm very curious who's the next person he's gonna go for, because right now his videos are all Nile Reds, and there's actually not that many. Holy shit, this one has 6.5 million views? Why?
So I recently had to go at chemistry, but my lack of knowledge.
Wait, but it's his actual voice now this time. That's kind of impressive. He finally used his own voice. Electro Boom does a lot of stuff with electricity. Interesting. Okay.
And following no tutorials, I didn't know what to do. Okay, this is just painful to watch. I'm gonna follow some Nile Red tutorials to see how it's done. Making a nuclear reactor in my parents' garage? Okay, he must be joking.
Oh, he looks
Today
so
I'm going
young
to
in
make-
this one. In that video. Look at that thumbnail.
To see how it's done. Making
Look
a
at that
nuclear reactor in my
thumbnail.
parents'
He looks so young. Oh my god.
garage? Okay, he must be joking.
Today I'm going to make a nuclear reactor
He's joking.
in my parents' garage.
He's still joking.
Oh
Here
my
is
god.
my uranium
His parents'
nuclear
garage.
reactor.
He's joking.
In my parents' garage.
Oh my god. His garage has everything. It's like a hoarder's garage. Also, lol, Lamau, Quebec license plate. Oh my goodness. Fan, whatever the fuck this is. That looks like a drill of some sort. Why is there just a random box of Fruit Loops? And everything in here does not either looks like the dude was a fucking mechanic. It's a grinder. Oh. Okay, I don't think the average layperson has this. I don't even have this. I don't. What?
Garage.
He's still joking.
Here is my uranium I'm going to use.
No.
And I just bought it on eBay.
You can't buy. What?
Yeah, you can buy uranium.
How is this legal?
It wasn't enough though, so I snuck into the abandoned Chernobyl military lab in
He did
Pripyat,
what?
Ukraine to steal some leftover uranium from
What? Wait, I've never seen. Is this legit?
1986.
How is this guy still alive?
I didn't like being told what to do, so I also stole some cesium from Russia.
Why
Okay,
though?
okay, no, you're right. You're right. You said that like what? Wait, no, did you say his older videos were less chaotic? I think it kind of sounds like they're more chaotic.
If I dropped this, it would be catastrophic.
It just ends? Can I just try something else? Oh, this looks cool.
So I just add some concentrated sulfuric acid, then sprinkle on some potassium permanganate.
Oh,
Okay, I can actually follow this. Totally didn't do this in my backyard. That worked pretty well.
But the coolest part is when I slowed it down, it kind of looked like a mini nuclear explosion, and that's what gave me
Oh.
the idea to make a nuclear bomb in my parents' garage.
Okay, this guy
wait,
has a
we
problem.
get
That's what
more
gave
shots
me
of the
idea to
garage
make a
now.
nuclear bomb in my parents' garage.
Okay, first of all, claustrophobia to the max. At least he's good ventilation. I don't know. I'm not rating this, by the way. I'm not no professional anything related to this. I'm just very curious. Why are there so many jugs of random shit in the? This garage is definitely. I would at least say like a handyman's garage. Cause my garage doesn't look like this. At all. What is this? Garage review? Like, I'm so. Is that a DC power supply? Oh my god. Or a battery charger. Oh, it could be a battery charger. But, like, I guess for cars? A lot of this looks like industrial type of shit. And there's like a fucking metal table with a. Is that a clamp? You'd have to be pretty into doing like metal work or woodwork or some sort of construction work to have this kind of garage.
Okay, this guy has a problem.
Step 1.
This should not be a tutorial.
Crush the uranium rocks in a mortar and Step 2. This wasn't working, so I asked Mark Rober to come help.
Hey, Mark Rober cameo.
Step 3. You gotta start off by using a gas centrifuge enrichment.
Step 1. Know Mark Rober. Make sure Mark Rober is your best friend. I feel like you underestimate how many dads like to have tools. Yeah. Either that or I overestimated how rare my dad is.
By UF6 gas.
Okay, that is
Centrifuge
not a
machines
garage.
are interconnected to form trains and cascades. Step 6.
What?
The final withdrawal point was easy. The UF6 was enriched to the desired amount. Step 7. Now this is
Seriously?
the fun part. We made some
That's fucking how it's made.
yellow cake, and I gotta say, it tasted very high quality. Step 8. Mark Rober designed the nuke. I'll share the link in the description for you guys. So anyway, we started loading the uranium. Step 9. My parents' garage got a little crowded.
Oh, there's the dad. Oh.
Test the nuke.
What? He's already got the thing set up. He's wearing protective gear. That's good. We got a cameo of Nile Dad.
So we sadly had to move to a bigger
What is this video?
location and start preparing. Step 10. Now we release the nuke. This will be a revolutionary step for at-home amateur chemistry.
Okay, so the whole thing is the AI then.
Yeah, okay. Nah, I think I'm done. I'm done watching now Red tutorials. I don't think I want to follow.
Oh yeah, okay, it's in this video too. Computer generated using text to speech. Whoa, that was really good for this video. It actually sounded super legit. God damn. I kind of hate how good this is. Oh my god. It like there were moments where like the artifacts you could kind of hear it in the other videos, but this one because it wasn't entirely Nile Red and it was spliced with this guy's own voice, it was harder to detect. And now I want to watch him make urine. That's 30 minutes. Okay, maybe not. God damn. Okay. Well, oh yeah, there was also the safety third. Do they have shorts? Maybe not. I don't think so. No, they're all long. Okay, so I know who William Osman is. I now know who Nile Red is. I don't know who these other people are. The backyard scientist? So these are all YouTube scientists then. I guess. Can we have a Fira deepfake so I can do funny things with it? Oh my god. You could probably make your own with the right software, just need samples of Fira speaking. We were just talking about that, and I'm not gonna suggest that you check out the VOD channel on YouTube, which has thousands of hours, probably thousands of hours of my speaking. I'm seriously reconsidering that channel now. I don't know if you're gonna make any money from it, but just, you know, readily available on YouTube with like not even it's not even got 10 subscribers. Okay, let's try this. We made kids' toys extra dangerous. Oh, hello. Okay.
There's a problem affecting every kid in America right now,
It's
and
very
nobody is
quiet.
talking about it. Kids' toys are boring. I mean, look at this. Baby Shark, Colin's Key Fake Food Challenge, Ryan's World loot boxes for kids, surprise balls. Oh, I got a surprise for you, Cocomelon. Old school toys were dangerous. They would impale you, burn you, delete your eyeballs, and radiate you, and that's...
Okay, to be fair, I had a Skydancer. It was actually mildly dangerous. Because for it to be able to spin so fast that it could fly up into the air, it was very fast. It was ridiculously fast. And this isn't even the worst one. There's one where the machine, it's kind of similar to this, where like you get an oven and they give you the materials and there's like a mechanic in the middle that's supposed to melt it. So there's one where it's intended to melt crayons. The whole goal is to like, you know, you take your old crayons, like all the leftover ones, and you dump it into this little tray, and then it would melt it for you and turn it into a crayon shape. So now you have a new crayon made up of all the little bits of crayons that you never really used. But then people found out that what if you don't put crayon in it and you put something else instead? So they started putting in copper. Because the tray was metal or like steel or something. So they put copper in it and they started melting it in the pan, and they figured out how to like take out the crayon mold and like and that one was kind of a little sus because it melted the penny or the whatever it is, and it was just like maybe that wasn't all that safe for kids to play with. Easy bake oven. Yeah, that one was just basic. I don't know about the lawn darts though. That doesn't look real. legitimately doesn't look like it's real. And I don't know what a clacker is. Back in the day, kids could buy cocaine legally, right? I have no idea. 60 toys look funny and healthy. Mm-hmm. Oh, they were an interesting kind of healthy, that's for sure. We had rocks as pets. And sea monkeys. And chia pets. Keep kids away from high voltage stuff. See, back then it was high voltage. That can't hurt anyone, right? Let's make them for kids, for educational purposes.
That's what made them fun. I have
Not
joined forces with two
educational.
other crack scientists who share my vision for making dangerous toys. William Osmond and Peter Streeple. They've
Oh,
made
William
the gunboat,
Osmond is
the
in
assault
this?
VCR, Thomas the tank engine flamethrower, and I think between the three of us, we can create a toy that isn't complete. We went to the store to buy some boring old toys that we could modify to be more dangerous and fun. We've just got like an Iron Man. We've got some little Barbie helicopter. We've got some cop car. I don't know. Where's the guns and the explosions? To test my hypothesis that kids like dangerous toys better, I've invited some over for a focus group. How old are you?
I'm 15 years old. I'm 13.
So what kind of toys do you like to play with?
I like to play with Nerf guns. I like to play with video games.
That's
So first we're going to start with a little A/B testing. We have an Iron Man toy here, and we're going to see what the kids
a
think of the
Barbie
Iron
attack.
Man
I
toy.
have no idea.
It kind of sucks. Stupid.
Now what if I showed
Stupid.
you this? This is a astronaut rocket toy with real rockets in it.
Rockets are cool. Rockets are discernibly cool.
For our next A/B test, the classic alligator dentist or a literal loaded rat trap.
Oh,
All right,
jeez.
kids, what do you say? Which toy is more fun?
The rat trap. I am actively dying from cardiac arrest.
I think we're onto something, guys. I think we're onto something. For our final
Cardiac
A/B test, We're
arrest.
going to be seeing what
Bro.
the kids prefer. The Zuru X-Shot Vigilante foam dart gun or the Daisy 760 Pumpmaster Classic BB gun.
Whoa, what the fuck? That BB gun looks like a real gun. What the hell? They actively gave him an actual gun?
What do you think you? Oh, look at that! Look at that! The kids definitely prefer the more dangerous toys.
Yes.
With our new
Ooh,
knowledge,
yes.
we combined all three of our brain cells and got to work on some prototypes.
Oh my lord.
Peter's building some kind of lawn dart helicopter hybrid. I'm pretty sure Will is making a bomb, and I've been busy performing a very risky and delicate procedure on Iron Man to turn him into.
The poor Iron Man! Is that legal? Replica guns are supposed to have orange tips. I mean, I guess I have no idea. Oh jeez, that's so loud. God.
Now it's time to test out our improvements and see if we've made these boring toys more
What
fun.
the hell?
First up, Peter has converted a toy Barbie helicopter into a real helicopter by using high-performance racing motors.
A real
You guys remember when you got a
helicopter?
toy plane for your birthday and it flew exactly once? Same energy.
This is called aerodynamic stability.
Peter went way over budget with this build,
Oh.
effectively quadrupling the price.
Holy shit. It's a 69. Hee hee, funny number. Depends on the country. In Canada, you don't need an orange tip. Wow, I'm learning so many things about Canada. Are we okay? Collectively, Canadians in chat, are we doing okay? Are we good? Cuz I don't know anymore. It sounds like things are a little more dangerous in Canada. I'm kind of surprised America has a stricter law on replica guns than Canada. I don't know how to I don't know how to justify that. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, I guess we're fine. Since general firearms are more restricted in Canada. You're also 1,000% more likely to see a real gun in America besides the ones the police have. Yeah, maybe.
Of this toy, so we had to settle for the cheaper test pilot. Let's get in there, Barbie. We're gonna send you to low Earth orbit.
I'm getting some serious Toy Story vibes, but you guys aren't the heroes.
All right, Peter, this is your job application to get hired at the Dangerous Toys Factory.
Oh
Are
my
you ready?
god.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no!
The way it just yeeted off to the side was kind of comedic.
Oh, it is on down the roof. Look at that.
Oh my god, it just went yeet to the left. I thought it would go like straight up, but no, it like Neum.
Oh, okay, I can see it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's definitely broken. Put me down now.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
That's still good. Yeah.
It's still a good idea? Good job, Peter.
You see what I'm trying?
Well, I
Oh
was
my
prepared to give
God.
Peter's
Oh god, the audio, please. The audio, please. It's so much for aerodynamic stability. I know, right?
helicopter a 6 out of 10, but seeing as that he knocked a hole in my pool heater, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10.
He knocked a hole in the I wonder if that raises the cost. You have to be prepared that your roof might be ruined after buying this toy. That definitely makes it a more fun toy, I guess.
One of my ideas was
Oh
to
my
beef up
God.
the classic crocodile dentist toy. And how this game works is you take turns pressing the teeth down, and if you press the wrong tooth, it bites down and then you lose. I decided to weaponize this toy by combining it with a literal rat trap. This is no longer a game of luck. This is a game of reflexes and skill. Are you okay? Alright, here's how you play it.
Barbie's not. Also, damn, William Osmond. It's been a while since I've seen like an older video. This is this. It's not even that old. This is 2021. What the hell? He looks like a totally different guy in this shot. What the heck? I decided to weaponize this. Yep. I would not be touching that gator trap with my hands. Yeah, me neither.
Touch that and get your hand out. You gotta have squirrel brain. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no way.
What the hell? This guy, backyard scientist guy, is insane. Why the hell did he do that? Why is William about to do this? Will, no. I don't think he even tried to dodge that.
It bit me. You want me to try to go fast?
Try to go fast.
There you go.
That's scarier.
That's pretty scary. We all tested our reflexes and put our fingers on the line, and I gotta say, this toy is way more fun than the original toy.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so close.
Will liked it so much he kept going back for more.
2, 1.
Why?
What happened?
I don't know. You have to find out. What happened was Will accidentally held down the bar, which prevents the mousetrap from closing. Then it closed on his finger as he tried to get away. I give the
Oh.
original toy a 2 and the new toy a solid 7. Now let's see what Rocket Iron Man has to offer. Now we've got a more dangerous Iron Man toy, this time with rockets.
Yeah, we combined the boring Iron Man doll with awesome rockets to create Rocket Iron Man. Not included is the 900 cold cranking amp 12-volt lead acid car battery.
Oh my
that's
god.
required to get the ignition. Good luck to the rest of you. We ready?
Here we go. Rocket Man toy in 3, 2, 1. We did it!
Joe, what the hell is this?
I mean,
Is that how small those motors are? Yeah. Well, let's put a bigger one in.
Here we go. Lift off.
oh my god.
That makes it totally worth it.
The way it comes
We
back
made some
down.
modifications to Iron Man so he can hold a bigger motor.
3, 2, 1.
Oh no. Oh shit! Is it the
I
ceiling?
feel like I'm blowing smoke right now.
You are.
Oh god, I'm
What's
breathing-
going on?
I'm breathing it in.
How are these people not dead yet?
The legs
Also, thank you for the follow,
are just straight
DJ Clap Cheeks.
just barely wet.
Hello and welcome to the stream.
If my parents bought me that for my birthday, I would be very
Dude,
excited.
I would have way too much fun.
That's dangerous. That's
Dude.
more dangerous.
Definitely. Then the bar.
Yeah, it's more dangerous than stock porn. I give it that.
Alright, Peter.
How? Why are we calling it more? The Barbie? Oh no, the helicopter was definitely more dangerous because that was
I also
terrifying.
had an idea to turn one of those Spider-Man silly string web shooters into an actual working flamethrower by replacing the can of silly string with butane.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. Your glove is on fire. You're gonna need to put that out pretty soon.
Oh my god.
Now let's test out.
How are these people not scared? They actually crouched behind a safety barrier for Iron Man, though. It's because the chemicals in the rockets are explosives. How are these people not terrified for their lives? Scientists are a different breed. I'm going to say that right now. Scientists are a different breed. Look at this. Who in their right
Silly
mind?
string web shooters into an actual working flamethrower by replacing the can of silly string with butane.
Like, who would do this and then be like not scared? He just continues doing it. And even Will's like, your glove is on fire. Maybe we should do something about that. And the dude just, look at this guy's face. This is a face of no fear. This is a face of like 5-year-old who is giddily enjoying this entire process. Fear is not on this man's face. He's just happy. Not just happy, he's joyful. He's ecstatic. He's like, I can't believe I finally get to do this. He's so happy about it. Men don't care. Like,
Now let's test out Will's car. Don't try that at home.
I feel like I had the lamest one, and now it's like everyone's scared the most of mine.
Because yours is gonna explode.
This is real action exploding police car. Inside of it is a tiny bomb, and on the front of it is a button to detect the crash. It does the same exact thing that real police cars do when they smash into stuff. It explodes.
oh my god.
All right, just do it. Just send it.
All right, baby, it's me, the law. You're under arrest. I don't know. Yeah, it must not be pressing the button. What if we just push it with a stick?
Oh God. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Will carefully diffused his bootleg RC-XD and upgraded the ignition system, so now it should be more sensitive to impact.
They're just like, what do we do? Do we poke it with the stick? No, let's try to diffuse it and then try to make it stronger. Oh my god, these guys. And it's a closed garage. Why aren't they doing this outside? It's like when you can't get the ketchup out of the bottle, so you hold it over your face and it helps. Yeah. Like.
Stop cyberbullying, Cocomelon.
Oh! Oh shit! Oh, Will's really happy though. Now he's fearful. About time, my dude. About time.
Are we going to jail?
We might be going to jail, boys.
Oh my god.
Loud. Like I could feel the hair on my legs do this.
I felt it here.
Why are they saying that with like a fucking smile? Like.
The original toy was actually pretty nice, but by adding fireworks, Will walks away with an easy 10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Overall, the original toys score a grand total of 10 points, while the remade Dangerous toys are 32 points. We have a winner. Wait, it's only got 3 wheels. Overall, I think the best thing about these toys wasn't the danger, it was building and making them. And if you want to build and make your own toys, KiwiCo offers some super cool hands-on projects and toys designed to expose kids to the concepts of STEAM. Each monthly crate is designed by experts and tested by kids and teaches a new
that's
theme
cool.
for hands-on learning and fun.
I wish
KiwiCo
I had that
offers
when I
8
was a kid.
subscription lines, each catering to different age groups and topics. KiwiCo believes that by learning how to problem solve, innovate, and create, kids will grow up to change the world one
That's
day.
actually a really good
KiwiCo's
idea.
mission is to empower kids, not just to make a project, but to make a difference. I know my parents made sure to expose me to a ton of different areas and subjects, and I am grateful for it. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything except swim team. If you want to make your own
Except
Duelist
swim
or get
team.
50% off the first
Wait,
month
but
of
swim
any
team
crate,
is
go on over
kind
to
of cool though. What's wrong with swim
kiwico.com/backyard50. The link is down
team?
below in the description. Alright, now that the sponsorship's over, I'm going to show you how to make this ballista more dangerous by turning it into a medieval siege weapon
Okay, that was not a twist I was expecting to happen.
that can shoot a 2-pound arrow through a concrete block. All you need to do is...
Oh, he just.
You're scientist, you're so handsome.
Oh my god.
So handsome.
or something around a lathe. Oh! Do you think she'll be okay?
Probably not. Oh my god. What? Okay, that was interesting. Man. This must be the most chaotic podcast ever, just judging from these people's YouTube channels. Like, what the hell are half of these titles? How many snakes can I get past airport security? Oh, giant anime swords. I really hope you'll check out Electro Boom. I just really want to know who's on this podcast, because if I am kind of looking for another podcast to watch. And like, I'm very curious how this is going to go with all these insane scientists just all together. It looks very chaotic. Right? It does sound interesting. Like, if that's the kind of content they make on their videos individually, man, they're like, it's like the Marvel universe but scientist version. Oh. How to play 4D chess. Please tell me how to play.
Voting in the midterms, right? I got my mail-in ballot right here. I'm still registered to vote in Illinois for some reason, and not California. Am I committing voter fraud? Wait, am I a Russian bot?
Well, you have to be Russian first. Wait, he has a 3D printer in the back.
You've seen the 4D.
Why does everyone seem to have like a 3D printer?
After he's done something stupid, and some people say, "Oh, he's not actually dumb. He's actually just."
Remember when we almost died? Which
everyone
one?
Else is playing checkers. I have not been able to find any 4D chess sets. You can play 4D chess in
3D printers are pretty affordable these days. Are they really?
regular chessboards, but where the Tesseract
Oh, and
chess
thank you
sets
for the head
we
pat
should
complete
build our own
medal.
four-dimensional
Welcome
chess
to the
set.
stream. We're just watching science YouTubers
what
now.
exactly
That's
is
what we're
that?
doing. You can get a small one for 300, really? Fear is about to buy a 3D
This is
printer.
your house, right? Oh, hey.
Surprise to see you here in my home. Just relaxing.
Just right after stream, she's gonna go buy a
I called up Diana Coward,
a
aka
3D
Physics
printer.
Girl, to give me a hand in playing a game of
Yes, you
board
can
game
at libraries.
because if there's anything
My
to do that,
local library has a 3D printer that you can borrow. And yes, that was Physics Girl.
coordinates it takes to locate a point within that space. So, like in regular chess, you can describe the location of any of the pieces with just 2 coordinates, like castle to e4.
Castle to E4.
2 coordinates means 2 dimensions, or 2D. So let's work our way up to 4D. We already know regular chess is 2D, so what would 3D chess look like?
If we want to play 3D chess and we want to have kind of a 4x4 board, 3D chess would be a 4x4x4 cube. So it's like 4 of these 4x4s kind of stacked on top of each other.
I thought it would be a
Also gonna
cube,
need
like a
moves
literal
for chess
cube.
pieces in 3D. In case you're not that familiar with chess, this is the rook, or castle. In normal chess, the rook can move forwards, it can move backwards, and it can also move left, or it can move right, but it can never move diagonally. We'll mark the possible spaces the rook can move to with these red ghost rooks. This is a rook on a 3D chess cube, and it's actually really easy to move in 3D, since we just have to add up and down to the rook's possible moves. From this position on the 3D chessboard, all of the rook's possible moves look like this. One more piece to point out though is the bishop. The bishop can move diagonally in 2D chess. When we bring the bishop into 3D, you'd think that it'd be able to move diagonally.
Wait,
sort of
what?
to the
5D chess will
corner
multiverse
of the
time travel? What the
previous
hell?
but that doesn't really work out because you'll notice that it has to change 3 coordinates to do that. It has to go down 1, forward 1, and right 1. Plus, it ends up changing the color square it's on. Bishops always have to stay on the same color square that they start the game on.
Extended
Bishop's
regular
moves actually
chess.
end up looking
Oh my
like this in
god.
3D. And these are the rest of the pieces moves in 3D. There are links in the description to models in Tinkercad if you want to take a closer look.
God, now I just
We're
want
not
to
gonna
try
play it
3D
like
chess.
This, though, because this is kind of awkward. So instead, we're going to lay these boards out like this. We're kind of flattening out a three-dimensional game represented.
That
in
doesn't seem like a good
Yeah,
idea.
you can move like you do in chess, but then you can also move between the dimensions, right?
The rook can move up. That is a new dimension we're adding. But since these aren't literally stacked on top of each other, we define moving up
I think-
as going from here.
I think it would be more confusing because they laid it out like that. I think it's visually, I think it's easier if they had gotten a computer and like played it on Steam or something, or like coded a game. Because I think when you talk about a 3D aspect, you either do need like the thing that they showed at the beginning that was in the show. Where is it? Or like Spock and what's his name? We're playing it. Where is it? Was this the shot? Yeah, where they like literally have it suspended. I think that would be easier actually, because then you know and can visually see like, oh, I can move this up and down. Versus, oh wait, no, we laid it out. So up would be here and up would be here and then down would be here, you know? I think it would just be more confusing. Did he eventually make the thing? Oh, he eventually made the thing.
We just anime? Were we just 2D?
Oh, he did a whole... What the hell?
We got a chess cube kind of thing. So logically, if
Oh,
we
he
took
did
our
make it.
chess cube thing and we just extrude it in a fourth dimension, we would get.
Oh, it's so loud. Sufficient girl. Is this an anime opening? This is a 2018 video. But I don't know.
Were we just anime?
Oh, poor guy. Okay. I want to see them play it.
We have 4 laser-cut acrylic chess cubes, and moving a piece from one cube to another represents moving along a fourth-dimensional axis.
Did the
So
audio
we've
get
taken
quieter?
a
Is that just me?
four-dimensional chess tesseract, if you will, and we've unfolded it into these 4 3D chess cubes.
So we've unfolded 4 dimensions into 3 dimensions.
Yeah, just like how we flattened the previous 3-dimensional game to 2D, this 3D game is a representation of 4D chess.
Got that? You with us?
Just like how a rook can move up on a flattened 3D chessboard, a rook can move 4-dimensionally across the corresponding spaces of each cube. We'll just call this moving 4D forward and 4D backward, though if you really want to get your brains in a twist, keep in mind that this movement is technically perpendicular to all 3 of our normal dimensions at the same time.
Okay, no, he's lost me. He's literally lost me. I would rather just play 3D chess. Once I understand 3D chess, then I'll figure out how to play 4D chess. That shit was not computing in my brain. I thought I was gonna get it. I did not. Chess stream when? I did play chess with chat. Well, I played it with Darius a while back. Maybe we should do a chat plays chess with Fira. You guys can decide what moves to make. You guys can crowdsource and then play against me. And usually people do it with like grandmasters, which is more fun. I'm not good at chess, but I'd still do it anyway. Do I play chess? I occasionally play chess. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. A good brain teaser, a brain workout. It is a good game. Not great at, yeah, me neither. I'm pretty sure you guys would win. Yeah. I just like playing it for fun. Who else do they have? Peter Schrippel? Do they... Who is that guy? Wow, they really weren't kidding about them all being like science-y peoples. How do people get into this shit? Like, do they all have like random, like weird kid childhoods where they're like, oh yeah, I just decided to make like a fucking, I bought a flamethrower when I was like 5 and blah 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 blah, or my father like works at the rocket thing and taught me how to make bombs and blah 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 blah. Like, how does one's life end up with you becoming a science YouTuber? I'm very curious. I'm getting into chess again. Don't really want to learn openings. I just want to YOLO. I don't know any openings. Maybe that's why I lose, but you know, I mean, as long as you know where the pieces go, that's like the basics. That's good enough. Just know how the pieces move, and then, and I think in chess, a better, in my opinion, in my very noob beginner opinion, so take it with a bucket of salt, is I think the best technique or skill to learn in chess is being able to see steps ahead. Like, being able to be like, okay, so if I move this piece in this direction, the enemy could potentially move their piece in this direction to counter. In which case, how would I protect that counter, or make so that that counter does not happen, or at least I'm protected or shielded from that counter? And then what if they have a counter for that counter? You know, that kind of thing, like thinking steps ahead. I think that's going to be your best skill versus learning openings. Maybe that's just me. ADHD is one hell of a mindset. True. I mean, hey, if I ever had any symptoms of ADHD, my ADHD went into graphic design, so I mean, it worked out in the end. The no you plays. Yes, essentially the no you plays. That's the fun part. You can't. Well, technically you could actually. Because if you understand chess enough, you are able to like very quickly flip perspective and be like, okay, so my best move, I have a couple best moves if I do this. And then you just imagine if you're on the opponent's side, be like, if I was the opponent, what would I do that I think is the best choice? Oh, Snooze, thank you for the sip. I no longer have anything to sip. Oh god. Sorry, I cannot do the sip. I literally have nothing to sip. In terms of liquid, I have my gel nail polish, but we do not want me to sip that. That would be a bad idea indeed. I found it more fun trying to play positionally and trying to look ahead in moves rather than just memorizing stuff. Yeah. You can play as hard as you want, but you will lose units nevertheless. You can't prevent it, only delay it or use it to your advantage. The forbidden... Well, okay, yes, true. Like, there are strategic ways of like, oh, I'd rather just lose a pawn. You know what? I'll lose a pawn for the bigger picture kind of thing. I think that's the best way to do it. Like, there's no sense of fearing that you're gonna lose a piece. Just know your level of priorities in what kind of tactic you're trying to go through. Yeah. Because sometimes you're just gonna have to sacrifice a pawn because you want to save the knight. And that would be a worthwhile sacrifice because a pawn is worth a lot less than a knight. Forbidden paint. Yes. Actually, it is kind of forbidden paint because it's liquid until you cure it in UV light. And I have a very suspicious theory that it might actually be killing my nails. Have you ever tried tactic games like Fire Emblem or XCOM? Tactic games, are those similar to like real-time strategy games? Because I haven't tried Fire Emblem or XCOM. But I do play League from time to time. I do play well, Grimlight actually is kind of a tactic game. Kind of. No, I guess you could say Grimlight is a tactic game. I think you could say League is also a tactic game. Well, actually, a lot of games are tactic games. I mean, at the end of the day, you could argue that Valorant is like 3D chess because it's on all sides and an enemy can shoot you from anywhere. Kind of. Apparently one of the cool things about computer chess is that computers proved that a lot of situations that people thought were too risky or disadvantageous are actually viable and playable. Yeah, true. True. I think computers definitely have that as a pro. In terms of like just humans can be very self-conscious about like, oh, should I do this or should I not do this? So many, like the human brain can only handle a certain amount of possibilities in order to like see them through. But a computer can do it without any confusion, really. So that makes sense. Pawn matter. Is it a stretch? Oh. I don't know then. I don't know. Also, your girl is slowly starting to get tired. Which might or might not have to do with the fact that it is now midnight. Then you take up D&D and learn that you can do a lot more possibilities. It would be very interesting to see how a computer plays D&D. But the thing is, right, D&D has such a creative aspect of things where, like, I don't think a computer can really successfully play D&D at a creative level. So yeah. Just for that, so I think someone may have made it already. I'd just be very curious what that would look like. A D&D bot. What would a D&D bot look like? And then because you can't play D&D solo, would it basically just be like 4 D&D bots with 1 D&D master bot? Dungeon master bot? Like, how would that even work? You'd have to code every like interaction and see like what the possible opportunities are. New YouTube channel, D&D played by bots. Wouldn't it be funny if like you make a YouTube channel and you code bots to play D&D together, and at some point you accidentally turn it into the fucking Turing test? Halfway through the game, they stop realizing they're playing with bots and they think they're playing with real people. That would be a very interesting solution. I'm not gonna lie. They can't harm human races. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, I think maybe now is a good time for me to find someone to raid. How have your evenings been, you guys? Do you guys have any plans after this? A very cozy stream. Thanks, Vera. I'm glad, even though we did watch a lot of chaotic stuff. So, like, it ended up being comfy with chaos. God, that Nile Green video, those videos, man. I did not know what I was expecting, but certainly not that. Comfy chaos. I kind of want that to be my brand now. It's comfy chaos. That would be a very interesting concept. Comfy chaos. The comfy chaotic red panda. I kind of like the sound of that. The nuclear reactor tutorial. Yeah. Hashtag comfy chaos. I like it. I kind of love the sound of that. A TM. Oh my god. You know what? Since this is a comfy stream, let's end it in a comfy way with some comfy music then. Let's see if it'll play me out. I'll try not to make it too loud though. There we go. Well then, I guess we aren't going to raid anyone. We will just keep it chill and end it on a good note. No raid? Yeah. We can just not raid. I will just end stream then. And we'll finally get to see the stream ending screen. Well then. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. The comfy chaos stream. Hashtag comfy chaos. Maybe at some point I'll be able to show you guys my Minecraft house. I think it's cute. I think you guys will like it. It's I guess you could say it's very Fira style. Have safe dreams. My dream is going to be making a list of everything I need to purchase to have a garage that looks like Nile Red's garage. That's gonna be my dream tonight. And also I'm going to Google how to get uranium from eBay, because now I know I can do that. Good to know. Good to know. And then I'll take my microwave and dissect it and make a fucking lightsaber, and then just zap the shit out of everything. And then when you see news, if it makes news, if you see me on the news channel, and it says that local Canadian girl burns her house down following a Nile Red tutorial, just pretend you don't know me. Just pretend you don't know me. You don't know who that is. And we're just gonna collectively look away. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? You don't even know. Maybe this is the real start of my pyromaniac era or arc. Maybe this is my pyromaniac arc. You don't know that. You don't know that. Just wait until she gets a 3D printer. I could zap things with that too. I'm gonna dissect the 3D printer, take it apart, and then chaos. Okay, I'm gonna end stream now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh god, excuse me. Yeah, next stream is on Monday, because I'm going back to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. So the consistency is we're back on the grind of doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening streams. So I will see you guys on Monday evening at 9 p.m. You guys know this is the same time every year. Okay, yeah. Please have a fantastic weekend. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope everyone has a good weekend. Please stay safe. Stay hydrated. Make sure you eat. Go out and touch some grass while you still can. If you have winters. If you don't have winters, well, go touch them anyways, because grass is nice. Go get some sun if you can. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the Discord. And yeah, until Monday. Okay. I'm gonna end now. Okay, goodbye.